across the UK, online and on DAB.
The wild man of late night radio, Iain Lee.
Differently interesting nocturnal emissions from a legend of late night radio. On air and off the leash.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
It's Friday. Congratulations, everybody. Catherine is here.
Boom.
My name is Iain. And, of course, it's Friday, so Lee is here. Good evening, Lee.
Hello, everybody.
Lee is here every single Friday. If you've got a question for Lee, he's only here for the first 30 minutes tonight. He has to get back home. 0344 499 1000. 0344 499 1000. It's the Lee phone in, and you can ask him absolutely anything. Let's go to Alan first of all. Good evening, Alan. You're through to Lee. We haven't got much time tonight, mate. He's got to leave after half an hour. So what question have you got for Lee?
Lee, did you see the trial last Friday?
The what, sorry?
The trial.
The trial?
The trial of Alan Caddy.
Oh, no, I missed that. No, I was out, unfortunately.
Well, it's on YouTube anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'll watch it. I will.
What's your question, Alan?
If you was on trial, what charges would you give against me?
Well, that literally makes no sense whatsoever.
Well, it makes sense, Ian.
Shut up. But I'm going to ask him that. Lee, if you were on trial, what charges would you put against Alan?
Alan? I don't know, really.
No,
I don't really know who he is.
No, neither do I. Have you ever listened to this show before? I'm beginning to think you've never listened to this show.
I have.
Thank you.
There we go. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Now, some bad news, guys. Catherine and I went and saw a film today, and it sucked a fat one, right? And here's the thing. Spoiler Keith phoned up the other day to tell us about this film, and I wish he'd spoilt it by telling us how boring it was, right? We had a choice. We got into town early. It's like, let's go and see a film. And there's not a lot on at the moment. And we were going to go and see The Purge, but I've never seen a Purge film. I feel like I have, because but I've never seen one. And it only got 5.3 on IMDb. And there was the Whitney Houston film, but I've already seen a Whitney Houston documentary. I don't want to see another. And there was the film about the designer man, Alexander McQueen, and I didn't fancy that. So we went and saw a film that gets 7.6 on the Internet Movie Database, Leave No Trace. And I'd heard a lot of good things about this film, predominantly from Keith, Spoiler Keith, and from the Internet Movie Database. Well, spoilers here, guys, but these spoilers will save you money. It is the most boring, dull, slow, up its own jacksy 2 hours of movie that I have ever been forced to sit through. Catherine, you enjoyed it.
I didn't enjoy it. I thought I appreciated the young girl's acting skills. I thought she was great.
Jeez.
It was ponderous though, and about 40 minutes too long.
Oh man, I'm like a war veteran, and I'm living in the woods with my 13-year-old daughter, and so we're gonna just keep going on a run, and we're gonna be offered some shelter, but I just gotta keep on moving, and so we're gonna go, but we're gonna take 2 friggin' hours to get there. Jeez, it was boring, man. It was and I kept thinking it was going to end, so I kept picking out things up off the floor, and then it was obviously going to go on for a whole lot longer. It was dull. If anybody wants to, and we don't normally, bang on about things that are bad here. We're very celebratory here, and we do, we're kind of...
I mean, we're celebrating surviving it, because it was touch and go for a minute there.
I wanted to speak to everyone in the cinema afterwards and go, guys, that was boring, wasn't it? But I didn't. Instead, we left as soon as the first credit came up.
And that's unusual.
And huffed and puffed.
Because normally we sit there until the music finishes and the big writing comes up at the end.
I'm assuming that they had like an outtakes reel, bloopers at the end of them getting their boring, slow lines wrong and then bursting into laughter. But
or maybe a throw forward to the next one.
Here's someone who doesn't call us enough, but was actually being spoken about before we saw the film, but we won't tell him why. That'll get him para. It's Dredge. We were talking about you just 4 short hours ago, Dredge.
You what? You what?
We were talking about you. You what? You what? You what?
That's my new catchphrase.
Oh, I like that. I had a catchphrase the other day. What was it? I had a good one. Catherine? Not the... Oh, chance be a fine thing. Not that. I had another one. Doesn't matter. Dredge, have you got a question for Lee?
No. Well, I have got one question. Who are you?
Good question.
Okay, well, I phoned in last Friday and told Ian I was interested in radio, and he invited me down. Simple as that.
You also promised him several carpets.
Oh, yeah, and a rug.
Oh, you're the carpet! Yes! Right. Now,
it's
here's the thing. Right, because here's the thing, Dredge. He's big fan of the show, Lee, and...
He's never heard of Alan Caddick. How can he...
He's never heard of Alan Caddick, and he's only just started following me on Twitter 20 minutes ago. Apart from that, we're going to make this... In a year's time... I'm going to be knocking on your door, Lee, asking for a help up in the radio industry. But these rugs, I'm buying a new house, although, let's be honest, the solicitors are really, really dragging their heels on this one. Supposed to be completing on the 20th, but there's still a lot of work to do. What's the best, and what I need is a rug about yay big, by yay big. What's the best deal you can do me on that?
Anything you want. Pretty much any price that you tell me, I'll do it for you.
All right, free.
Yeah.
All right!
So what he's got to do is drive around the back of the warehouse.
Yeah.
Under cover of darkness.
Under cover of the night.
Well, I got a key, so it's all right.
Hey, this is it. This is awesome, Dredge. You are actually witness, nay privy, nay a party to a robbery. And if you tell anyone, Dredge, I'm going to hurt you.
Okay, I won't tell anybody.
Nice one, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. What have you got for us tonight?
Well, a couple of things.
Yes.
First of all, there's no good films on in London at the moment.
There's not.
How are we doing with the Mr. Rogers documentary? How are we doing with getting that?
They didn't reply to my 2 tweets, so they can go and shove it.
Yeah, so that means I'm going to have to wait till the DVD comes out now.
They didn't reply to my So the Mr. Rogers documentary, I saw it in New York. Beautiful film about this kid's television presenter in America. Really beautiful film. And so I tweeted... Mr. Rogers. Let's see how many Mr. Rogers movie, I guess it is. There we go. Let's see how many followers they've got, right? Bearing in mind, I've got 97,000 followers. They've got 26.4 thousand followers. So, and I've got a blue tick. So they should really reply to me.
Yeah.
And they didn't reply. I asked them about screenings in the UK. I asked them about coming on my show. I've got a radio show that they could have come on. And absolutely nothing. So those guys can shove it.
Yeah, they can clear off. They really can clear off.
I'm going to tweet them again.
The other thing was I came across this really amazing new artist this week.
Oh, yeah.
I'd never heard of, called Jessie Balin, and I've never heard of her. She's got this incredible album out. It's sort of a children's album, but you wouldn't know it unless you'd been told that. It's just a really nice album, influenced by things like Harry Nilsson's The Point.
Okay. Cool. Well,
influenced by Carole King's album for kids.
Okay. Well, Dredge, we haven't got time for me to type in...
sorry.
We haven't got time for me to type it into YouTube, so I was hoping maybe you could sing it for us.
I can't, unfortunately.
Oh, that's a real shame, man. That's a real shame.
But the thing was, right, so
yes.
I think I emailed you about it because I thought you'd be interested because you like Harry Nilsson, you like that sort of music.
Yeah.
And then, so I thought, right, I'm going to go and buy it. So I went to HMV and said, have you got this record, Strawberry Wind? And the woman said, why do I recognise that name? Oh, yeah, Ian Lee mentioned it the other night.
Yeah. Oh, what did I mention?
Strawberry Wind.
I didn't mention that.
Wind. He's always mentioning wind.
Yeah, now you're being vulgar.
Maybe you just mentioned wind.
Yeah.
Right, now you're being vulgar. Seconds after Catherine was vulgar.
I started it. Yeah.
Kath was the vulgarist firstest, and Dredge was the secondest.
What do I win?
Your first is the worst, second is the best.
Oh, the dirty
that was weird, but then she said, oh yeah, I know Ian. Yeah, my name's Alice. Yes. I know Ian.
Oh, I know Alice. Yeah, he's a friend of my mate Spencer's. Yeah.
He used to be in a Japanese rock band.
Yes, I did used to be in a Japanese rock band. Yeah, it's called Boomhauer X.
So I was thinking, this is a bit weird, isn't it? So I've never heard of that, but, you know...
So how did you start speaking to Alice, who I haven't seen for ages?
I don't know, she was just at the desk. Wow, she was just at the desk.
Here we go. Do you want to hear my Japanese band?
No. Sorry, did that come out?
Dredge, do you want to hear my Japanese band? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is it. Here we go. This is me on bass guitar. Here we go. Here we go, Dredge. You ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Yes, man!
That's really good.
Here we go. chorus. Here we go, chorus. Everybody. There you go, mate. That's how you do it.
I didn't know you could sing in Japanese.
Yes, mate. Oh, I can do all of the languages. I can do all of them. That was my band. We had fun.
That's great. That was really good.
Thanks, man. Power pop, on it. I'm going to cut you off now.
Bye.
There we go.
You're right about what you were saying about him earlier on.
What?
I mean...
No, don't, because he'll get paranoid about that. You're outrageous. Ever been in a band, Lee?
No.
Come on, everyone must have been in a band at some point.
Even if it was just posing, I've been in about 3.
No, never a band. No. No.
So always flying solo.
Yes.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that a lot. Let's go to Nigel. Good evening, Nigel. Oh, jeez. Hello, Nigel.
Hello.
Hello, Nigel. Great to talk to you, mate.
Hello. How are you?
I'm devoid of vibe all of a sudden. I don't know why. What can we do for you tonight, Nige?
Oh, I just want to talk about the football.
Why?
You know the World Cup?
Yeah, I know the World Cup, yeah.
Yeah. Well, how do you think England are going to do in the World Cup?
You're proving something that I've often thought but never been able to put a finger on, Nigel, that everybody who's into football is dull.
When you say dull, what do you mean?
I mean boring.
Oh, well, that's not the way I see it. I mean...
As prank calls go, man, as prank calls go, this is one of the worst.
This is not a prank call.
Yes, it is, because I knew it was coming. Can you get his phone number, Sam? And what we've been asked to do is we've been asked to forward the phone numbers of all the people that use racial language like that to Denny, and who's then going to forward it on to the police. So if you can add them to the list from last night, and we'll send those on to the police. That would be great. Thank you very much indeed. 03444991000. This is the Late Night Alternative on Talk Radio.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
I've got a feeling it's going to be one of those nights. Lee, we've got you for another 13 minutes.
Yep.
So your ambition, 03444991000, by the way, is to work in radio.
Correct. Yes.
Who are your radio heroes?
Well, when I look at radio people, I look at people I grew up listening to.
Yes.
So Chris Moyles is one of them.
Legend.
Radio 1 on the way to school every morning.
Yeah.
Same as Scott Mills on the way back from school.
Comedy thief. Yes. Steals everyone else's ideas and uses them as his own. Yep. Fine.
But nowadays, there's not really a lot of people on the radio that you can listen to. I listen to you.
Yeah.
That's why I got in contact with
you.
So yeah, I do like radio, BBC Radio. But
you're now, because you're 28, 29.
Yes,
said.
yeah.
So, but Radio 1 isn't aimed at you anymore. Radio 1 is aimed
too old.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Radio 1 is, and I don't know if there is. I don't know if there is a music station aimed at 20. I don't know what 29-year-olds would listen to.
Six Music.
Yeah, maybe.
I'll tell you what I do listen to now.
Yeah.
Hits Radio, that Manchester one.
What's that? What's Hits?
Do you know? Remember Comedy Dave that was with Chris?
Yes.
He's now on.
I've met him.
Yeah.
It's an ironic name, I think.
It's Geffen Jones.
Hits Radio Manchester. Yeah. Right.
They're on DAB, so I got that at work in the morning.
Okay. Here we go.
Is that what was Key 103?
It was Key 103, and now it's Hits Radio.
I did work experience there back in the day. They were great.
But the music they play is really good.
Let's find out. We're going to go live. And
okay, let's do it.
There we go. Let's have a little. Oh, for crying out loud! I don't want to log in. I just want to listen to the hits in Hits Radio Manchester. Here we go. Click the play button. Here we go.
It'll be efforts.
Hits time.
Here come the hits.
But baby, we can't see the bottom. I just wanna dive in with you.
Yeah. This is a nice chilled vibe, yeah?
It is.
This is a chilled Friday night vibe.
This is another one of those sulky voices.
Oh, this is great. Who is this singing, Lee? Oh, come on, man. Come on. Sam knows. Sam doesn't know.
I know the song. They play it all the time.
They're mixing it up. Here we go. Hey, this is great. I could do. I've been listening to this crappy Beach Boys and Plastic Monkeys. I should be listening to this shiz, man. Yeah.
And they do a link every morning.
Yeah.
It's called Every Day's a School Day.
Yeah.
And they get a kid in to tell them a fact.
Okay.
And it's just, I don't know, just good. I love listening to it every morning.
This is Cheat Codes featuring Demi Lovato.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
Thank you guys for being so up to date with you. I want to get a kid in to do a fact every night. Can we get a kid in? No, we're going to turn it on its head. What?
No promises.
Yes.
Cheat Codes and Demi Lovato.
Alrighty.
Chilled. Friday, welcome our long lost friend. Hello, Carolyn, getting in touch. She says she's got a fun.
Can we get a shout out? Right, this is it. How do I get a shout out onto this?
I think you got to text them.
Can you not tweet them?
Tweet them.
It's modern times.
Well, what do I tweet?
Right, so it's Hits Manchester.
What is their Twitter?
Let's have a look.
It's quite new, so I don't know, to be honest.
You'll have one.
Hi at Hits Manchester? No, that's not.
Hits Radio UK.
Hits Radio UK.
They're owned by Bauer, which is like
we are
Kiss FM and that lot.
On our show, can we get a shout out, please, to Iain, Kath, Lee, and the Talk Radio Massive? Many thanks. Okay, we've tweeted them. Let's see.
They're not going to mention another radio station.
Shut up, Captain.
I know how it works.
You just don't know. We're mentioning Hits Radio Manchester.
We'll get done for it.
Get done. How can you get done for it? We're bucking.
Can you? Sorry.
No, well, if we do, Lee.
Blaming you.
If we do, mate, it's your fault.
Yeah, give him my
number.
You're
getting your first Ofcom before you've even started working in the industry, because I'm not.
I didn't know that was allowed, or not allowed, sorry.
Well, I'll be honest, I don't know either, and I'm finding out the hard way. But trust me, buddy, I ain't going down without a fight. You're going down. I'm going to throw you in front of the train.
That's fine,
if you want to work in the industry, get used to being thrown in front of the train.
First had enough then.
Last one in,
right.
First one out.
So let's. Okay, we can't play their adverts because they've not paid to broadcast on a significantly larger platform, which is ours. But I'm really hoping. Can someone monitor Hits Radio Manchester for us?
Right.
And let us know.
Here's the thing: we're assuming it's live. I mean, they'll pre-record.
No. She was reading out messages. You can only read out messages if it's live. No. No, you can only read out messages if it's live. You don't know that? There's your next Ofcom, mate.
I used to work in a similar station. I know exactly how it works, mate.
Yeah, there's your next Ofcom, mate. You screwed up. There we go. Just wait and see.
Okay,
Let's see what the next banging tune is.
Dedicated to Iain,
Lee, Kath,
and
to Talk Radio Massive.
Yes, it's going to happen. Is it?
It might do.
It'll happen next week if she finds the message.
Can someone? For goodness sakes, have a little bit of. Put a little bit of heart and soul. Put a little bit of love control.
A bit of heart and what?
Not the spending.
Outrageous. While we're waiting, let's go to Paul. Good evening, Paul.
Ian, how you doing, buddy?
I'm very, very well, mate. Thank you very much indeed. We're just waiting for our shout out on Hits Radio.
No problems. I'll happily retire if they do.
Wow, he's going to retire.
Yeah, so will I. Because by the time they find the message, we'll be of age.
This is incredible. Paul is going to retire. Wow, this has suddenly become a big money bet. Hang on. They've got a lot of adverts.
Yeah, they have.
They've got a lot of adverts. It's almost like, I don't know, the business model is working there. I don't know. I just don't know. What would you like to say, Paul?
Well, I've got a proposition for you, man, if you're up for it.
Oh, yes. Well, I've just recently in the middle of a divorce, so yeah, sure, why not? I'll try anything once.
You know I'm in a band, or was in a band, and you've played us on your radio show, the Radio Boys.
The Radio Boys. I love those guys.
Well, yes. we had a finish about 4 years ago because our bass player, our bass player moved to Japan.
Oh,
and he's still there.
Hey.
He never came home. So he's in Osaka. I was wondering if we could kind of do like a bass player swap.
Oh, you want? Am I being asked to be in a band?
If you're up for it, man.
Have I got to audition?
Not a chance. That was your audition tape just a minute ago.
I mean, that was from quite a long time ago.
Shut up, it means
he lost it and sold out.
It means I'm only Hey, listen, right, hang on. Oh, this is all getting a little bit confusing now because I've got so many windows open. What I'll do... hang on, where are you based?
We're in Cardiff.
It's miles away.
Bit of a commute.
Can you come to my new secret location near Aylesbury?
Yeah.
Oh. Do you know what, Paul?
Can you do it on Skype?
First of all, let's cut to the chase. What age are you, Paul?
Oh, well, I'm 35, man.
Too young. Too young. I can't hang around with a bunch of men in their 30s. I can't do that. I'm 40.
You love it, man. You fit right in.
Hang on. Here we go.
It's gone to a song.
Yeah. Probably because she's a tape.
She's not a tape, man. She's not a tape. That's outrageous. Do you know what, Paul? I would genuinely, I'd love to be in a band. I'd love to, but I can't hang around with a group of 35-year-olds.
And Cardiff's a bit far.
I don't mind driving to. It's not that far on the M4. It's only an hour and a half. 2 hours. Paul, I would love to, but honestly, I'm old enough to be your slightly older brother.
No problems, man.
But I appreciate you asking, man. Thank you, buddy.
Pleasure. All the best.
There we go. Lee, do you fancy starting a band?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
I can sing, I guess. No,
I can't.
Oh, dearie me. Do you know what you've done?
No.
Let's hear it, man. Where you going?
No, I'm not going to sing.
Wow,
no, I can't. I know. You put me in the...
He bottled it at the last...
He doesn't want to embarrass you. That's
it. Your singing was really good earlier on.
Anything back yet?
No, nothing back yet. They're playing some cracking tunes. I mean, really, really strong. Genuinely, I love all this stuff. I've even tuned in Kiss into my... That's what I thought it was. The rock group Kiss had their own radio station, so I was a little bit miffed when I got it. But you heard me singing along to Freaky Friday tonight.
Yes.
It's a Freaky Friday, I'm in Chris Brown's body. It's a Freaky Friday, I'm in Chris Brown's body.
It's a poor choice of host body, though. He's a knob, isn't he?
Well, okay, Catherine.
No. Yeah,
all right.
I don't think it's debatable.
It's all right to call Chris Brown a knob, is it? That's misogynistic. That's feministic. What is the opposite? That's hatred towards men and racism.
Well, yeah, to girlfriend beaters. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do dislike them quite a bit.
Okay. He's got the magic grip, has he? Okay, yeah. Fine. He's one of those with the grip, is he? Right. Okay. Fine. You're racist. Yeah. Let's go to Simon. Good evening, Simon.
Yo, how we doing?
Better than your phone line as usual, Simon. What can we do for you?
Sorry. Is that Work Experience FM?
What?
Work Experience FM?
Yes, can we help you?
Yes, just wanted to say, stay away from radio stations with 3 letters because they make you very bitter and twisted. And I'm very much looking forward to the Mo song tonight.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's go to James. Good evening, James.
Hello.
Hello, James.
Hello, you okay?
I'm fine. Could you take us off speakerphone and put the phone near your mouth, please?
Football's coming.
Right, okay, right, and?
Let's think of England then.
Oh, Jesus. Why don't you and your mates go to bed?
Reckon?
Yeah, I reckon.
Aye.
Grey-haired and nonce.
Thanks very much for calling, James.
Grey-haired nonce.
Did he call me? Is that what he said?
It's an N-word that we can possibly argue against.
Grey-haired nonce.
I'll say that.
Well, Lee, is this song nearly finished? Because I just want to hear if we get a shout-out before we send you on your way, Lee. Here we go.
Get ready for the shout-out, everyone.
Here we go. It's happening.
Hits. Chilled.
Hits Radio.
Right, let's get on my nerves
next
now.
one on the tape.
This is why I'm off Twitter. Listen to this. Listen to this idiot on Twitter. This is why Twitter is nuts. Are your guests a certain type of millennial leftists, Iain Lee? Their anti-Trump stance is immature.
What?
Have we mentioned...
Not mentioned him.
Have we mentioned Trump?
Not at all.
But very mature of him to pick an argument we're not having.
If you can find at GANAIS _ANAIS, that's at GANAIS _ANAIS, and tell them they're an absolute pudding, please, because we're not even talking about that. Lee, I hope you've enjoyed.
I have.
You have to go and get your cab now to go and get your train to go back to Swindon, home of England's finest rock and roll and pop band, XTC.
And football team.
Well, okay, you just said the F word on the air. We have to boot you out now.
Okay.
Thank you very much for coming in. I wish you the very best of luck.
Thank
Catherine,
you very much.
would you like
Thank
to
you.
escort this gentleman off of the premises, please?
Yes.
Maybe we'll be listening to you on the radio in the future.
All right, thank you very much.
Get in touch about those rugs, dude.
I will do.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you'd be very, very welcome to. Let's take this call. Hello, line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hello?
Hello, line 1.
Hello, Ian?
Yes?
I think that it's absolutely ridiculous what these kids are doing. Ringing you up.
I do as well. Thank you so much. This is the Late Night Alternative on Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
Ah, dearie, dearie me. I'll take this one, Sam, don't worry. Hello, son, does your mother know that you're up?
Hello?
Yeah, does your mother know that you're up?
Oh, yes, indeed. I just made it.
Thank you very much indeed. Kids! Take that number, Sam. Add that to the list. We'll pass it on to Denny. He's speaking to the police on Monday, so that will get sent on to them. It's a funny old world, isn't it? It's a funny old world. Are we going to get a mention on it? I don't know. I don't understand music radio, despite the fact I did it for quite a long time. I don't really understand it. It's Friday night. Everyone's feeling a little bit sparky. Everyone's feeling a little bit up in the air. And you can give us a call about absolutely anything you want. Can I just, okay. We got a lot of kids started phoning us last night. And it's great that you phone in. I don't mind being called a grey-haired old nonce. That's fine. Let me explain a few things, and then we can carry on, and you are welcome to call in, right? You can't swear. You can't be libelous, right? Look it up. It means you can't tell lies about people. And you can't be racist, right? So, here comes another one. You can't be racist. Now, if you say those things, me and Kath are the only people that will hear them because I've got a dump button. I'm going to press the dump button now, okay? And what the dump button does is it drops 7 seconds of radio. So, whatever I hear, I can get rid of the last 7 seconds. And to illustrate that, I'm going to count to 10. I'm going to count to 20. And when I get to 7, I'm going to hit the dump button. So I'll go back in time, right? So the counting will kind of stop and it will jump, okay? That's just to illustrate that you cannot come on. You simply can't. Physically impossible for you to come on and say something sweary, libelous, or racist. Okay? Hang on a minute. Hey, Brian, listen. I'm gonna you need to be listening to the radio, man, because I'm addressing this to you and your mates. Okay? It's great that you're calling in. It really is. But I'm illustrating to you why how I have a 7-second delay. And how it works, meaning that if you say something that I don't like, it doesn't get broadcast, okay?
Okay, Ian,
Okay. So you're not on the air now. I'm in control. And Tony, the same is for you. You need to be listening to this on the radio, okay, Tone?
Yeah.
Okay? Because I'm gonna count to 20 and I'm gonna press the dump button. You won't hear the effect on the phone, but you'll hear it on the radio, okay? Tony?
Yes.
Okay. Flipping it, man. So, I'm going to count to 20, and at number 8, I'm going to press the dump button. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You got it? You see how that works? Sam will give me the thumbs up when we've got the delay back. Takes a little while to build up. But that's it, right? So what I'm trying to say is, yes, you can phone up and you can prank call me. You can do all it. Yes, you can. But try and be a little bit imaginative. Really, just try and factor in a little bit of imagination. Okay, that's all. That's all. I'm loving the fact that so many young people are calling up the show. I love it. It's brilliant. Thank you. Just up your game a little bit, please. How's that delay looking? We're good. Right. We're going to talk to some kids, Catherine.
Oh, good.
Now that I've educated them. Good evening, Brian.
Hello.
Hello, Brian.
First of all, I'm not a kid.
Obviously.
Okay, how old are you, mate?
25.
What year were you born?
1991.
Well, that makes you 25, does it?
Yeah, it does.
Don't think it does.
Yeah, it does.
It doesn't. But anyway, let's assume that it does. Okay, and we all know, Brian, you're closer to 14. We all know that. But okay, what would you like to say?
Do you think football is going to come home? Do you think? I'm just asking you. I just want your opinion.
Well, is this? You're not asking my opinion. You're building up to saying the N-word, even though you know the N-word won't get broadcast.
I'm not racist. Don't call me racist.
No, I'm calling you. I don't think you are a racist. I just think.
Well, you've just been singing a racist song before, actually.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. I don't think you are racist. I just don't think you have the maturity to realise the power of certain words. That's what you don't have.
I do. Well, Ian, you've just been singing a racist song before.
Okay, I like this. Now we're getting a little bit of fire in the belly. Now we're getting a little bit of fire. What was the song I was singing?
The Chris Brown song. What you were singing?
Okay, the Freaky Friday song. It's racist, is it? Here we go.
Yeah.
Now we're sparking. This is good. I'm enjoying this. We're getting somewhere. Go on.
So I don't know why you're calling me a racist, or you're making out like I'm some racist.
No, you're
you're
literally not listening. And I will tell you again, son. I don't think you're a racist. I think you don't understand. Oh, we've got 4 of your mates on the line. This is great. This is great.
So my mates are on the line. I don't think so.
Yeah, they are.
I don't think so. Go on. Okay, so you think you're saying I'm mates with all the little kids who are about, say 11, saying it all the M word. I'm not going to repeat it because I will get in trouble.
Okay.
And I don't think you're happy with it. I'm mature enough.
I'm enjoying this now. Now we're getting somewhere. You got fire in your belly.
Yeah.
You looking forward to the summer holidays?
Oh yeah, I get off work.
Yeah, you get off work.
Paper round.
Dude, switch your radio off, man. Otherwise it doesn't work.
What?
Switch your radio off. Otherwise it doesn't work.
Which radio?
The one that's on in the background, man.
I'm not listening to a radio.
Yeah, you are. I can hear it. So just switch it off.
No, I'm not.
Well,
so do you want what? I'll switch your radio off then. Okay. Right. What's your problem then?
How do they deal with mental health issues at your school?
Well, you've got mental health problems, haven't you? You've come out and said.
Yeah, I have. So,
well, depression is a myth.
Here we go. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're getting somewhere. You phoned up yesterday and said
this. It's just for publicity.
Yep, you phoned up yesterday and said this, and then we didn't get to have a discussion about it. So how do they?
I didn't phone up yesterday. I didn't phone up yesterday.
Dude, listen, we can do this.
Go on, track my number and see if I phone up yesterday.
Okay, we can do this, but I'm going to ask, and I don't mind prank calls. I love it, genuinely. Right, you're making my night.
I'm not prank calling. I'm just you've come on here and start comparing.
Okay, well, no one can hear you now. So, right. Here's the thing. I'm well up for this, and I can see we've got all of your mates phoning in. We've got Tony, all of these names in inverted commas. We've got Tony, we got Tom, we got Chris, and we got Jack, and we got Nollock. All lined up, ready to go.
All their real names, obviously.
It's kids special tonight. And I'm up for this. Brian.
Oh, so am I.
Okay, listen, here's the thing. You don't understand how it works. No one can hear you at the moment. When I'm talking, right, people can't hear you because of the way this system is loaded in my favour, right? So, I am happy to do this, but I'm going to ask for a modicum of honesty from you. I've got to have a little bit of honesty, otherwise we can't connect.
Yeah.
Okay. So, how do they deal with mental health issues, if they do, at your school?
I don't go to school, sorry, Ian.
Come on, man. I need a little bit of honesty from you.
No, Ian. I don't go to... I finished school now.
Okay, I'm gonna... How old are you?
I'm 25, I've said.
Born in 1991.
Yeah.
All right, man. I'm going to have to end it there, fella, because I need a
No, I'm messing.
Go on.
3. I was messing.
You're what?
I was messing.
So how old are you really?
I'm 25. I was born 1993.
Okay. Mate, listen, I'm going to let you go. I've really enjoyed talking to you, fella. Thank you very much for your time. It's appreciated. 0344 499 1000. We've got 4 more prankers.
I mean, the loosest sense of the word.
Lined up. I'm enjoying this. No, this is good. This is good. This is young people. This is kids getting involved in what is perceived by many as an old person's format. This is great. This is what I used to do.
Yeah, but I wish they put their backs into it a bit.
I do as well, and I think we can. Knock these guys into shape. So Tony, Tom, Tony might. Okay, yeah, right. Thank you, Tom, Chris, and Jack. We'll get you in a little bit, guys. Just make sure your parents know you're calling in. This is Talk Radio.
Late night conversation worth losing sleep over. The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Hey, which plucky patriots are going on the Free Tommy March tomorrow? You going on the Free Tommy March tomorrow? Tommy Robinson? Free Tommy Robinson? You going on the
Nah,
march?
a bit busy.
Sam, you going to go on the Free Tommy Robinson March tomorrow? No. Neither are the organisers of the Free Tommy Robinson March. You want to know why?
Football.
Football's on.
Ah, well, priorities.
You thick, racist idiots! You absolute bellends! We want Free Tommy Robinson and we will do anything to get it. We're having a march on... Football's on. We'll have it at some point in the future!
What do we want? Free Tommy. When do we want it? Well, let's not be stupid about it.
Could go into extra time and then penalties, so maybe we'll do it in a couple of weeks. Let's see. You absolute thick, racist, stupid, fascistic, homophobic, xenophobic, Islamophobic idiots. Everybody who supports that man and wants him freed is an absolute bellend of the highest order. And here we go. I hope England lose just to spite Tommy Robinson and his thick racist drones. There we go. I'm going to be wishing and willing and keeping my fingers crossed that England lose tomorrow just to upset the Robinson EDL fanatics. That's what I'll be hoping for. Evening, Tony.
Yeah, hi, Iain.
Hello, Tony. We'll get to the kids in a minute. Let's deal with the grown-ups. Let's deal with the men first. What have you got for us?
Me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's about Brexit, really. Just whether, we should do it or not do it.
Okay. Okay. What do you think?
Oh, me? I was just being sort of asking. Don't know, really.
What do you really want to talk about? What happened to you today, man?
Well, it was... Anyway, no, I'm not talking about that. Let's talk about someone else.
Well, let's not talk about Brexit, because you don't want to talk about Brexit.
Not really, no.
No. But you thought that phoning up and saying you wanted to talk about Brexit would somehow get you a connection with another human soul that you'd been so lacking all day.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm sorry you've had a really bad day, man.
Yeah.
And there are people that love you, brother. And you will have better days again. I don't know when, but you will have better days again. You still there, Tony?
I'm here, Iain. Yeah, sorry. I thought you'd gone.
No, I'm here, man. No, there's nothing to be sorry about. There's nothing to be sorry about. It's tough being lonely, isn't it?
Yeah. No, it is. It is.
And I identify with that. Possibly not on the same scale as you, but I identify with the loneliness, and I can hear it in your voice. And For me personally, let me share where I am personally. I've been in a very, very long, dark tunnel with the divorce and with, moving out and living in a horrible flat, and I cracked the sink the other day. It's going to cost me all of this stuff. But I've got a light, right? I can finally come around the bend, and I can see a tiny little light at the end of the tunnel. And when I get to that light, there's probably going to be another tunnel, if I'm completely honest. But I know that the misery I felt 3 months ago, it has passed significantly, and I'm going in the right direction. And I think that you're heading in the right direction. You just don't know it yet.
That's nice. The funny thing is, Ian, I feel scared. Do you know what I mean? I just feel, I don't know, just weird about the whole thing.
Scared?
And I think I'm just saying, sometimes I just want to be on my own, and I don't want to be with other people. And lots of people don't seem to think that that's right.
Yeah.
That you should be with them. And I don't want to be with people.
No.
I just want to be miserable.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay, and that's valid. That's a valid thing and a valid position to want to be in.
What I hate is people looking at me thinking, "You are miserable." I think I am miserable, but I think I'm miserable because of the shit that's happened. Sorry,
that's right.
The stuff that's happened up to now has made me feel like I feel.
Yeah.
But I don't. I think that that's kind of okay. Dunno.
It is okay. It's okay to feel miserable.
Yeah.
It's okay. And maybe maybe the people around you, I'm sure that by them wanting to be in your company, I'm sure they're seeing that as a loving act. But for some people, it's hard to recognise that some people enjoy being on their own, and that we sometimes have to we have to sit in misery before we can start, walking towards joy. But I'm also aware that on occasion, Catherine, for example, has booted me up the arse. She's my best mate, and she's booted me up the arse and dragged me out to the cinema or dragged me out for lunch, and I've not wanted to. But actually, that's been quite a helpful little thing at times.
I wish I had a best mate like Catherine, because I was born in Plymouth and I've moved up to Colchester, and I don't have any other friends that I sort of grew up with, and nobody kind of knows me here. And you end up just being on your own, and you just think it's just me against everything,
How long you been up in Colchester?
18 years.
Wow. Okay, so it's been a while, and you haven't got close friends up there.
No, because I'm working. Because I've gone to work, and when you're at work, you make relationships at work, and they're not sort of kind of people outside, and it's all sort of it's different, because you're making a living. And
of course, it's different. And I'm guessing. I'm not guessing, because I know it is for me, that weekends are the hardest because you've got nothing to do.
Oh God, I enjoy going back to work.
Yeah. No, I get that. I think I think there's a lot of people like that. It's the weekend, man. Yeah, that means it's it's 2 days of being sat in my room doing nothing.
Yeah, and isn't it so shit that you have to be at work and sort of like, I'm looking forward to it, and it's just lies.
Well, you don't have to be like that. You can expose a little bit, of your true self and say, do you know what, actually, I find weekends tough. You're allowed to do that. It's not, it's not completely taboo to say you don't enjoy the weekends. But it's tough to say that. I know it's tough to say that.
Yeah, maybe that's the right thing to do, though, is to show people you're not. Yeah.
I think there's something to said for honesty and showing vulnerability. To a certain level, to a level that you are, you probably don't necessarily want to burst into tears in the office. And I hate, that maybe that would be appropriate. I don't know your workplace, but I certainly think that people respect a certain amount of honesty and vulnerability. Because also, the thing we were talking about Instagram the other day, everyone's living perfect lives on Instagram, and of course they're not. The person that you may choose to share. Oh, God, I find weekends so hard. They might go, oh, I'm so glad you said that, Tony, because there've been 8 weekends, but you can't say that to anyone. You never know. You might just get that connection that you weren't expecting.
Yeah, that's interesting. But I think for me, it's like the whole thing about love and everything is just a joke as well. Because it's just all been rubbish the whole life.
You getting divorced?
No, not yet.
Are you married?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's not going great?
Well, from one side, I think it is, but I don't know.
Okay. Well, I don't want to pry. I don't want to pry into anything you don't want to share with me. Of course not.
Cool. No.
Okay. Everyone deserves to be happy. And you are, bear with me, this is going to sound, hippy-dippy California, but you are precious, priceless and valuable, and you are a good human being. And you deserve happiness.
I appreciate that, Ian, and I think that I am starting to realise that in my late age in life, and I'm going to do something about it, maybe next year.
There's the punchline. Well, whenever you're ready, man. Whenever you're ready. You say late age in life. You sound younger than me. How old are you?
I can't tell you.
Okay.
I can. I don't know. 1960 I was born.
Okay. You're ancient. Oh, for goodness sake, you're much older. You've got a very young man's voice.
Oh, I feel good. I feel good inside. I feel happy. I feel excited, ready to go.
Okay, but you just feel that maybe you're being a bit held back some way.
I think I've just missed out on everything. I just feel like it's in someone else's life.
Well, one note of caution I would put is that not everyone is. Most people are not living the crazy sunshine, money, happy, beautiful life full of, weird, kinky sex and wonderful holidays and, babies that fall asleep when you want them to kind of lifestyle that perhaps we think everyone is living. Everyone's struggling in their own way. Tony, you're a good man. It'd be good to talk to you again. And I don't know how long you've been listening to this show, but you don't need you don't need an excuse to phone in. You can just phone in and just hang out on the phone for a bit if you want. You don't need a typical phone-in radio trope like Brexit or anything. You can just phone in and just hang out.
That's cool.
Nice one, Tony. Thank you, mate. I'll speak to you again.
Yeah, and you take care.
Ta-ta. There we go. What a nice man.
I'm really surprised by the way that went.
Yeah, me too. What a nice man. What a lovely man.
Yeah.
Everyone's struggling. Everyone's struggling in their own way. Some people struggling in little ways, some people struggling in bigger ways, and what a nice man. I wish him the very, very best of luck, and I'm sure he'll get there at some point. Thank you for that. Let's go to Mark. Good evening, Mark.
You all right, Ian?
I'm all right, thank you, Mark. You've passed the SAM screening test with flying colours, so what can we do for you tonight?
Listen, I'm just ringing up to say I've got the hump with you, to be honest.
Uh-oh.
Because of what you were saying about Tommy Robinson and England losing.
Our Tommy's in prison! Free our Tommy! Free him! All he did was break the law and prejudice a case. He should be out to watch England play in the football.
Can I just say, though, you was calling him a racist.
No, I didn't. Listen again to the audio, Mark. Words are my weapon. I was using them very, very carefully. I didn't call him a racist.
Oh, well, you called... Yeah, you did call him a racist.
No, I didn't, Mark. Go back and listen to the audio.
And then you said you hope England lose.
Yeah, to spite Tommy Robinson.
Do you think that's right?
Yes, I do. I want England to lose to teach our Tommy a lesson. How dare he be in prison for breaking the law? Free our Tommy.
He should be free though, right or wrong?
No, wrong, because he broke the law.
He didn't. Listen,
yes, he did.
He
he wasn't. He was doing an illegal thing. He was prejudicing a case. Imagine. I don't know what happened in the end of that case.
You don't believe that, Ian.
No,
you don't believe
no,
that.
Mark. I tell you what I believe. What I believe, right, is I believe facts, and I know that he was breaking the law and he was prejudicing a case. Imagine if those men had got off because of what he was doing, which they possibly could have done. So no, he deserves to be in prison because he broke the law.
But I kind of agree with you on that. Yeah, okay, but.
So you agree with me in it, right?
Mark, there's another point. Can I raise it?
Yep.
You know he pleaded guilty.
Bum. Go! Thanks for calling, Mark. And I didn't call him racist. Listen back to the audio. I called his followers racist and thick. And you just proved my point.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
this on, today on the radio, and I had to Shazam it. This is an incredible song. It's called Africa, and it's by a band called Tutu, I think. Tutu. And
What, as in Desmond?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, that makes sense.
Absolutely blinding bit of yacht rock there. 0344 499 1000. I think we've got two streams of people phoning in. Teenage prankers and racist wankers.
Oh, now.
So we've got both those kind of either
I think
side.
there may be a Venn diagram where there is some in the middle.
Let's see where we go to. Let's go to David. Good evening, David.
Hello, mate. You all right?
I'm all right, mate. You all right, mate?
Yeah, not bad. Right, so I was on Twitter just now, and I just see you put the topics out, right, and I saw the lost letters.
Yeah.
And I've got one for you.
Oh, we go. Go on, then.
I just want to know what you do, right, because we had this family friend, like, the sort of person that was always around when you were growing up. You know, it was a couple, but one of them died, and then there was just one left. It was the fella. And he turned around to... What are you laughing for? He turned around to his...
I don't know why, because partly because my spidey senses are on heat at the moment. I'm thinking, is this going to end up with a childish swear word? But then I realised I was laughing at the fact that one member of a couple had died.
The fella, yeah.
No, the woman had died. The fella's still alive.
All right.
And then I started laughing because I was laughing at how insensitive that sound. And then it got
family friendly and disrespectful, yeah?
Oh, it's Elmo!
Yeah, of course it is.
Oh, it's...
So this is real, so rewind, retract.
Fingers on the dump button, guys. This could get... It's professional games reviewer.
You're fine. I've had a beer, but I'm fine.
This guy trolls me online, right? What he does... This guy... Let's just get this straight before we get to the call. We will get to the point of your call, right? This guy is the reason I quit Twitter, right? This guy here, David Elmo Turners, and I'll give you his phone number as well if you want, because it got to a point where I would tweet things, and this guy would then either do a video of him reciting my tweet in a very sombre, serious way, or singing my tweet. And so I just thought, you know what? I've got mental health issues, and my mum is in a wheelchair. She has a debilitating disease, and my mental health sometimes takes me to a very dark place. I don't need this in my life. I don't need someone doing Shakespearean recitals of my or singing my tweets. So I'm out.
I, however, found it hilarious.
Right. Yeah,
thank you. Yeah, at David Turner's on Twitter if you want to thank me for that.
Can everybody, and I don't normally do this, okay? I wouldn't normally do this, but at David Turner's, if everybody can send him dick pics, please.
What, even me?
Everybody send at David Turner's dick pics, please, because it's the only thing that will teach a troll like this that their bullying, their cyber stalking is not welcome in any environment. Let's get to
we'll get retweeted. Anyway, she was dead and the fella was alive, right? So
it's a quick catch up for everyone.
He turns around to my mum, and this is, I swear this is true. He turns around to my mum, gives her an envelope, and says, "When I die, burn it."
Whoa, yes! This is great!
I know.
Of course, she opened it immediately he left, didn't she?
Right, so she tells us that the moment he passed away, she put it on the fire. She didn't open it, right? And I'm just wondering, because, I know that I couldn't do that. There's no possible way. My phone's buzzing as well, and I'm not looking at it because I don't want to look at dick pics. I could not, I could not put that on the fire without looking at it. Also, right, if I did read it, I would then burn it and then tell everyone I know that I definitely burned it and didn't look at it.
Well, first of all, here's what I would have done, David, and I've kind of given it away a little bit. As soon as the guy left, as the guy was closing the door, I'd be steaming it open and
I couldn't do that.
Then I would take pictures of it and WhatsApp it to my friends Catherine and Scott, and then probably my sister. And then
I'd tweet it.
Yeah, and that would have been... But he wouldn't have even got the key in the front door of his house before that was everywhere.
I couldn't do that, because what if there was something in there that was, totally change your opinion of them, and they'd know instantly. You walk into their house the next day and you'd just be like, did you read it? No. There's no getting around.
By the way, I know from personal experience, that's a great impression of your mum. But But
does she usually say no to you? Yeah.
Let's never get into very, very shady territory.
Come on, guys.
Come on, guys. No, it's she says no when I go to offer the money. Now,
right. Okay, that's rude.
Now, so here we go. It's like doing stand up in the late 90s again. Here we go. So your mum has got incredible, and we're going back to the letter, not to the previous. Your mum's got incredible willpower. Either that, or she is a massive, massive liar.
Right, and that's the thing, right? I love my mum, but I'm pretty sure she's lying. I'm pretty sure she's lying about that. There's no way. She's one of these people that sits in the front room and just constantly looks out the window at other houses and seeing what's going on. Right, so there's no way she hasn't read that letter, and I'm dying to know what's in it, but she will never tell me, and that's infuriating. This happened probably about 10 years ago now, and it's all I've thought about. 10 years straight.
And he's got a kid as well. Doesn't even think about the kid. The kid goes hungry. What? Okay. Well, what are your top 3 theories then?
Right. Okay. So they were close family friends because they couldn't have kids, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that they either did have a kid or they adopted a child, and there was some sort of details of that in there. Bit serious, not very funny, but
it's got to be there's a kid somewhere.
Yeah. Second theory is a picture of his willy, but that was not my theory. That was someone else's theory, and that's been playing on my mind because it could have been.
You can go to Twitter now and relive that moment.
Yeah, I don't know what that would be, but I haven't got any more theories. It was either the willy or the child.
What about if he was? What about if it was this? Yeah. He's always been madly in love with your mum.
Yeah, but he told her to burn it. Have you listened to David's boring story?
Yeah, wouldn't he ask her to open it when he died?
Or maybe he thought
he knew she'd open it and then burn it.
Why
How's that any different from a willy picture anyway? I mean, that's the same thing, right?
Well, love and willies don't always go together.
I don't know about that.
What? Well, Pride is coming up this weekend, and we saw the Lady Diva stage, so no, it doesn't. But
fair point.
Why didn't he, instead of giving it to your mother, why didn't he just burn it? Yeah, why didn't he just burn it?
It had to be something that he needed, he might have needed before he died.
I need to speak, I genuinely, David, this isn't even a thing, I need to speak to your mum.
I mean, I could ask her.
Ask her.
I mean, I can't. She's probably asleep now.
I'm not going to phone her up now. I'm not blooming Chris Moyles. I'm not going to phone her up. Hey, come on, what was in that letter? I'm not going to do that. I'm prepared. But listen, I'm prepared. I can. She's an older lady, right? She's in her late 50s, 60s?
Something like that. Yeah. I honestly can't. I don't know.
Catherine will know this because she's seen me in action.
What?
The older ladies love me. They love me. I get them wrapped around my little finger because I call them love. All right, love.
He calls it his little finger. Go on.
You just got done, mate. You just got done. You just got to accept it.
On the weekend of Pride, I just got body shamed, and you laughed. So there's only one winner here, and it's this guy.
It was funny though.
All right, man. I'm cutting you off now because you're a bellend. Thanks for that. At David Turner's, if you want to send him abuse. Let's go to Erin. Good evening, Erin.
Oh, hi, Iain.
Hello, Erin. What have you got for us tonight?
Okay, so basically I work in a charity shop on a Sunday.
Okay.
And have done for about 2 years.
Yeah.
And it got me thinking recently, just as your show has regular callers,
yes,
I have regular customers.
Oh, do you? That's good.
That's sort of, I always think that's a nice part of the job.
And do they, because here's the thing, I like going into charity shops a lot, but I tend to, if I'm on my own, I look at the CDs, might look at the DVDs, and I look at the vinyl, and then I'm out. But I kind of go in straight to the CDs, it takes me 30 seconds, and then I'm out again. Do you get people that come in and spend, maybe an hour or so perusing?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
I think I'd be like you, but a lot of people do spend a lot of time in there, which is nice.
Yeah.
But that made me think, I wanted to ask both of you, does speaking to effectively strangers on the radio help your confidence? Because I feel like speaking to customers in the shop has really helped my confidence.
That is an excellent question. my knee-jerk answer to that is no. And I'll tell you why. Because this isn't real. This is performance. This is like me being in a play, okay, or me being on TV, and I'm doing a show, and I'm in control. I can cut you off at any moment. I kind of steer the conversation, perhaps more than I make aware. I'm here with Kath, so it's kind of a shared thing. It doesn't make me any more confident in real life situations. Let me give you an example, actually, of a real life situation where I'm still quite nervous, and it's to do with what you do on Sundays. So I'm moving out, and I've cleared loads of stuff out. And a few months ago, I took a load of stuff to a charity shop over the road from me, and I got terribly embarrassed because the woman behind the counter recognised me from the jungle, right? And I got really, really embarrassed by it, and she recognised me, and I knew she recognised me because I walked in to look at the CDs, and I saw the woman behind the counter kind of clock me. She went out the back, and then two women came out. I was like, okay, fine. And then I took a bag of stuff over, and she was very, very. She was lovely. She was lovely. This isn't in any way an attack on her. And she thanked me in a very enthusiastic way that said she knew who I was, right? And now I've got a smaller bag of things to take. I think there's 3 books in there, right? But I'm too embarrassed to go into that charity shop again because that woman recognises me, and I don't want to be recognised, which is tough. But also, I'm too embarrassed to go into any charity shop with just 3 books. They're good books. They're really good books. But I'm embarrassed and too shy to go in and go, I've got 3 books. And then just walk out. Isn't that weird? That's weird, isn't it, Erin?
It's like, no, I understand that, I think. But, like, we have that in our shop. We have, like, people that just bring in some bits, and then there's people that bring in, like, a whole car of stuff, and there's so many bags. But that makes sense. I feel like also, like, I don't know, it makes me think of something that's, like, it's completely different. But do you know if you're walking down the street or something and you need to turn off somewhere, but you miss that turning?
Yeah. Oh,
then like, you could just turn around and go back.
Yeah.
But, like, I'll walk around a whole massive round.
Oh, God! We're exactly the same.
Isn't it weird?
Yes! Oh, it is weird, but I do the same thing.
Whereas I'll make a noise and just turn around.
Kath turns around because she's got balls.
Don't care.
What I do, Erin, is I pretend I've got a phone call. I do the fake phone call. So I carry on walking and I get the phone call. What? Oh! Okay, yeah, no, you're that way. Right, so I just passed it. I'm going there now. Have you done that?
I have done that before. Or, like, sometimes... Oh, no, that's really bad. Sometimes I'm, like, sitting down somewhere, like, if it's somewhere outside and people are walking past, and it's, like, maybe someone that I know, but, like, not know well, then I'll just pretend to be on my phone.
Oh, God, I do the same thing. And I do the phone thing when I go into charity shops quite a lot. Because I don't want to get involved in a conversation. So I do the, yeah. I'm just looking through the
CDs. But you're assuming that everyone else is watching you all the time. No one cares.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like no one actually cares, but then you just think they do.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
Everyone's trapped in their own stuff.
Well, yes, but although it's worn off massively, for a few months after the jungle, everyone was pointing and staring and coming up and asking for selfies and stuff that is wonderful and is fabulous and is ridiculous and is silly, but also makes me want to shrivel up and die. You know, it's worn off now, and I hardly get it at all. But I do still get it a bit, you know, so mine isn't the
but you did it before, so don't blame it on that.
I mean, Erin's obviously a lunatic. This woman's completely bonkers. My paranoia is based in some reality. Do you nick all the best stuff? Come on.
I have done that before. And, like, I do it, well, sometimes with books and stuff, because, like...
Good for you.
That's what I normally buy in charity shops. And I remember before we had an offer, it's like 3 for £1, and I was like, that's too good.
It was too good. I'm having some of that. Erin, listen, I've got to go because I'm late for the ads. Nice to talk to you. Thank you for the call.
Oh, thank you. Bye.
See you later. Bye-bye. There we go. Well, it's nice to find other people who are as bonkers as me. Ray, James, Nigel, Chris, Jack, Sean, stay there. We'll come to you in a bit. 03444991000, the late night alternative with Iain and Kath on Talk Radio.
the radio show for people who know the best part of the day is the night.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
Good evening, Ray.
Good evening.
Hello, Ray. What you got for us?
Well, I was calling in to talk about something, and then the last call has just made me change my mind to talk about something else.
Okay.
You were mentioning performance art.
Yeah.
I basically played a character for 17 years when I was in the police.
Oh.
I wasn't me. I was a sort of mixture of Jack Regan from the Sweeney, Bodie and Doyle from the Professionals.
You're next.
And when I was on the crime squad, which was a plainclothes unit, there was about 4 of us of a similar age, and when we sort of went through a door in the morning to arrest someone, normally they'd be asleep because we went in before they were sort of up. We'd always try and get a line in from the Sweeney or something of a similar, and obviously they had no idea, but that was, and then when we interviewed them, we did have the good cop, bad cop and all that, and that was. And I never was myself in the case. I couldn't have been.
But we're all playing roles, aren't we? If we want to get heavy, man, if we want to start staring at our navels, we're all playing roles, aren't we? And we all play different roles. You know, I'm playing the slightly ebullient, cocky left-wing radio host now, and then when I'm with the kids, I'm playing the crazy dad, we all play different kinds of roles. You know, there's no.
I totally agree with you, and that's why when you're saying, or you've said in the past that you think you're a little bit bonkers because of it, I don't think you are. I think we all do it. You're right. Yeah, we all do it in our day-to-day lives.
Yeah.
But when you actually sort of talk about it and think of it, you do start to think, well, am I a bit mad and bonkers? Because why can't I just be me? But
I tell you what's madness. I was I wonder if I can find it. Hang on, I saw something. Someone posted. It was Imani posted an inspirational video on YouTube, and I only got about halfway through it, and I thought it was boring. Here it is. Right, have a listen to this. Right, just the first bit. This guy talking about Netflix. Hang on a second. There we go. Listen to this.
It's late at night, and you start browsing Netflix looking for something to watch. You scroll through different titles. You even read a few reviews, but you just can't commit to watching any given movie. Suddenly, it's been 30 minutes, and you're still stuck in infinite browsing mode. So you just give up. You're too tired to watch anything now. So you cut your losses and fall asleep. I've come to believe that this is the defining characteristic of our generation.
Right, so he then goes on to use that as a metaphor for life, which I don't quite buy into. So if you just focus on the literal thing of Netflix, right? That's what Netflix is. Netflix is not a service to watch movies and watch TV shows. It's not. It's a distraction. It's a distraction. It's a way of wasting 30, 45 minutes, an hour of your time and then going, do you know what? I'm going to go to bed. I've done that so many times. Look, flick through it. No, don't. It's got Adam Sandler. I don't know any good. No. What's this?
Can I tell you briefly a story that happened last week? And you'll call me a pervert, or Catherine certainly will.
You can interrupt my story. Of course you can, Ray. Yes. No, fine. No, I hadn't finished. I was building up to a point, but no, you can interrupt that and tell me something that I'm sure is probably not even connected. No, you go ahead. Go ahead. Go.
Please finish.
No. The train of thought is lost. It's gone out the window. It's fine. I'm not going to hold that as a grudge.
Sorry.
That's okay. You know, but you're playing the character of a rude man now, and that's fine.
Wow.
Go on, I'm teasing. Go on, I'm teasing. Go on, I'm teasing. Don't feel bad. I'm teasing. Go on.
And this is true, by the way. Before Catherine calls me a pervert, but so I'm doing a 10-week prison.
So I went to a supermarket. I'm teasing. I'm teasing. It's teasing. It's banter, guys. It's classic banter. Just deal with it. Come on, man up.
So I'm doing a 10-week prison officer course up near Newmarket.
Yeah.
So I'm there Monday to Friday, and we stay. Me and 3 others from Felton are staying in a travel lodge. So a group of us from the hotel stayed up to watch the England game the other night on Tuesday, and then stayed up past that.
Oh.
And then we did the whole flicking through the channels because there was nothing else on.
Yeah.
And oh god, this is going to sound perverted, and they've got about 100 channels.
Yeah.
But towards the end, they've got all the old channels that used to be on your telly at home. So they've got Babe Station and all those ones.
Yep.
So we got it onto that. and then we behaved like 17-year-old boys.
What, masturbated? You played this. You ordered some biscuits on room service. What?
No, we were down in the lobby. We were in the hotel reception watching it.
Oh my God!
So anyway,
yes,
we talked about it for about 2 minutes.
He interrupted my philosophy on life for this. Wow.
Two of the other guys then went to their rooms because they just thought this is ridiculous.
No, they didn't. And that's not why they were going to their rooms.
And then I got woken up about 20 minutes later by the girl behind reception because I'd fallen asleep and Babe Station was still on.
You're right. I do think you're perverted. I really
and obviously they know what we do because we leave in uniform every morning to go to the prison nearby where we're doing our training.
You're
So
gonna have a lot of fun in prison. If that's your attitude to life, you're going to have a lot of horny fun in prison.
And I got 92% in my midterm.
Well done, man. We told you had this.
Yes.
We told you had it. What did you get wrong?
Yes.
The question, if a prisoner is being naughty, do you A, batter them around the head, or B, do something else? You went for A.
That was the first question, and the second question you got wrong was, is it acceptable to watch pornography in public?
There we go. Dude.
This is ridiculous.
It is, Ray. I'm glad you realise you've got a problem. That's the first step towards getting help. Thanks very much for your call. This is Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
I'm really thrilled to hear that Dick and Dom were on the radio today. Dick and Dom were filling in for someone who couldn't be bothered to turn up for work, and then after that there was someone else filling in for someone who couldn't be bothered to turn up for work. Let's go to James. Good evening, James.
Good evening, Ian.
Evening, James. What have you got for us tonight, mate?
I just wanted to get your opinion on the attacks for the substances in Salisbury.
Oh, well, we don't know that the second one's an attack, do we?
Yeah, but the Russians got the blame, didn't they, for the first one?
Yeah.
Did you think that was unfair or no?
Here's the thing. I know I used to present the 11 o'clock show, and I know I've been on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, but trust me, I do not have, and I'm part of the Illuminati, but I do not have access to the top secret documents regarding that case. I know it's what I would say anyway, but I do not. I'm just a loudmouth on the radio. I've got no idea. What do you think, James? You think that the Russians are innocent and it's a smear campaign by Theresa May?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
That's 100% right.
I know. What makes you think that?
You can tell I'm a Labour.
Well, okay. Well, what makes you think that?
Because, straight after the attack, the blame was right away on Russia and Putin.
Right. Okay. So okay. And you definitely think it wasn't Russia?
Well, you've got somewhere that you do think it is, don't you? But you never know.
Right. So you don't think it was Russia?
No.
Right. Well, you're as stupid as Theresa May is then, because there's no, okay, primarily it comes from Russia, this specific thing, but
yeah,
you're right. As far as we know, there is no evidence that it is from the Russian government.
Yeah.
But likewise, there's no evidence it comes from anywhere else. So to categorically deny that it's not the Russians, or to categorically say it is the Russians, both of those are kind of dumb, closed-minded points, aren't they? I'm open-minded. I kind of think, well, it probably got something to do with the Russians, but if, I'm not definite about it because I'm just a bloke. And if there's some evidence that it comes from somewhere else, well then, yeah, sure, I'll believe. I'm open-minded about it.
Yeah.
Because we just don't know we don't know. But it depends. If you go to, if you go to listen to the government, they're saying it's definitely Russia. And I don't trust Theresa May or Boris Johnson. But also, if you start listening to, gobshites like John Gaunt and other mouthpieces for Russian propagandists, they're saying it's definitely not Russia. Well, they would say that because they're on Putin's payroll. So I think, personally, I'm open-minded, and give me some evidence either way.
Yeah, I fully agree with what you're saying. There's been some 30s, or well, I won't say 30s, suspicious activity with the Russians on the football team.
Oh, good. In what respect? I've missed this. Go on.
There was a picture of a player for the Russian team who seemed to have a scar. I would call it off one of them, like a needle.
Oh. And what's the implication? That he's had
Yeah.
like a bionic chip implanted?
Well,
is it?
Anything but the cheaters, aren't they?
What? Hang on a minute. Dude, James, you are not suggesting that the Russian football team have bionic chips in them to make them better?
Well, they could.
How do you manage to wipe your arse every day?
By you licking it.
I'll give you that.
I mean, there was a pause there, but fair enough.
No, if you'd have come back with that straight away, you'd have got top marks. But there was you're right, the Catherine that we noticed before. Dude, they have not made the Russian football team bionic, James.
They must have done.
No, what do you mean they must have done? They have not. They have not turned them into the $6 million man.
They have.
How? Well, because one of the players has got a scar on him. That's your evidence.
Yeah.
Where did you hear this theory?
I've seen a picture and it was all over Twitter.
Of a man with a scar?
Yeah.
And okay, so you got a picture of a man with a scar. I've got a scar. Yeah. What does that mean? It means I cut myself at some point in my life.
You probably have.
Yeah, but I did not have, as far as I'm aware, I did not have bionic technology implanted in me.
Yeah, but you're not from Russia, and the president of that country is Vladimir Putin.
Yeah, he's right there. Both things.
Fair play. He's got me there. Okay. What shape do you think this planet is, James?
A sphere.
So you agree it's round?
Yeah.
So you're not completely nuts. You're just like 85% nuts.
Yeah.
Thanks for your call, James. I really appreciate it. 0344 499.
Top line there. I appreciated that. You licking it?
That was a good line.
Just if he'd got in a bit quicker.
I know. If he'd have come straight back, I'd have had that.
But nerves probably got the better of him.
All right, Catherine, could you do some research for me?
Yes.
Russian football players, bionic technology, see what we can find.
I mean, why would they need to go to those lengths when normally just paying people...
Are they still in the tournament?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right. Did you put the heating up?
No, I didn't. I put my coat on.
Okay.
If you noticed.
Let's go to Nigel. Good evening, Nigel.
Hey guys, you're right.
I'm very, very well, Nigel. What have you got for us?
We haven't spoken for a while. Your caller about an hour ago.
Sorry, Nigel. Catherine, can you hear what Nigel's saying?
No, but if I talk like this, maybe you can hear me.
Sorry, Nigel.
That is highly rude.
Well, you're doing it to us first, Nigel. We can't hear what you're saying,
Catherine.
Can you put your mouth near your phone instead of down a tube?
It's right here.
There it is. There it is.
Of my mouth.
Yeah,
now it is. It wasn't before.
We couldn't hear you.
Don't get Larry. You're in the wrong.
I would never dare.
You've gone back to where you were.
Put your mouth right up to the... You're like kids that don't know how to hold a phone anymore, for goodness sakes. Right.
Well, how about this? Listen.
No, bad.
Is that better?
Yes.
In as much as we can hear your voice, yes.
So now you're on speaker, which you detest.
Right, okay.
Okay, anyway. You know your caller about an hour ago, Tony, who called?
Remind me.
He was a little bit unhappy with the way his life was performing.
Oh, yeah, Tony. Yeah.
Is there any chance you could get him back on the line and I could talk to him?
Why do you want to talk to him?
Just because I feel that I could maybe give him a bit of advice.
Well, okay, let's assume he's listening, because I'm not going to call him back. Go on, give him some advice.
Sometimes the boring path that our life takes, that is the perfect life, just to be slow and steady, not up and down and exciting and boring. The consistency of boringness is where we need to be, unfortunately. Does that make sense?
Have you had some magic mushrooms today?
Not today, unfortunately.
Have you smoked a big fat doobie or something?
No.
Any beer? Any alcohol?
Yeah, well, I had a beer, yeah, of course.
Oh, there we go. I knew we were getting some kind of buzz. I thought it was a psychedelic buzz, but it's just a boozy buzz. That's what you go to.
I think you can live your life this way. You know, as you get older, it's pretty monotonous life.
No, it shouldn't be. No, it shouldn't be.
No, I think it should be.
Well, that's your choice and that's your route, but no. Monotony does not include joy, does not include heartache, does not include heartbreak, it does not include... No, that's not monotony. That's not monotonous.
No, but consistency off a certain level.
I want the highs of falling in love. I want the lows of having my heart broken. I want the joys of seeing my kids have amazing success, and I want to be in tears with them on my knees as they get their hearts broken or they fail their exams. Or I want the thrill of standing on a mountaintop in Hawaii, looking out at the perfect 83-degree temperature, the gorgeous blue skies. I want the tension that I'm feeling now about buying out. That's not monotony.
No, but those highs are very hard to achieve.
No, they're not.
A 12-month period.
They're not hard to achieve. You're talking rubbish.
No, I'm not.
You are. You're talking. It might work for you, but for most people, no.
Not for me. No, because I'm saying for general consistency.
No. Here's the thing. Hang on. Here's the thing. You can only talk about yourself in these situations. You cannot prescribe what is right for everyone. So you can only talk about yourself.
Okay. So to be high, emotionally high and emotionally low is not great for the soul. To be
incorrect answer
and flat.
Incorrect answer. It's like life. No. Not joke. You're talking so much rubbish, man. Honestly, right? Life is even in inverted commas a normal. If we talk about a normal heterosexual man, right, which is what I am, right?
Yeah. 2.4 kids, standard.
Yeah, but so you're saying the first time I held my first son, that's not like way up there as a peak?
Yes. Well, that's
not monotony.
No, but that equates to as low as you can go.
Sorry, no, what?
When they even out.
That's as high as you can go.
No, yes, that is as high as you can go, but then as low as you can go is equal to that.
Yeah, and you need that. You need those lows.
No, but if you look at a time period, say 1 month, 3 months, 6 months.
No, you need to take a step further back and look at life.
No, it's not.
You should put down the beer and get back on the psychedelics, because you're on a downer, man. Beer is a depressant.
If you can get through your monthly, quarterly, 6 monthly life, I think that's pretty cool.
That's surviving. You're talking about surviving. I'm talking about living. No, you're a human doing, not a human being.
No, I'm not. Not at all. If you had a big windfall of money, you wouldn't then go and just spend all that money.
You might do.
You want that money
Some people
to
do.
last for a long duration.
Some people do. Some lottery winners go out and blow it all in 6 months. Good for them if that's what they want to do. What?
That is the high and low.
Well, but if that's what they want to do...
The equilibrium.
The what?
Of long distance.
You want the what?
But what you're trying to create is, say if you win £1 million...
The what?
Equilibrium. It's like the middle ground.
Okay, like equilibrium. Okay.
I know what you mean. Equilibrium.
I think... Okay, if that works for you, man, that's groovy. But I think that... Well, yeah, if that works for you, that's groovy.
But then you
I think it's the biggest load of balls I've ever heard in my life.
And I buy quite a lot of stuff from the charity shop, not through necessity, but I think, why should I pay double the price for that item?
Now you're talking about thriftiness.
Well, you can call it thriftiness.
Well, that's thriftiness. If you're buying stuff in charity shops to save money...
If you could buy this item for a certain amount...
It's thriftiness. It's not an insult. I'm not insulting you by saying thriftiness.
I'm not insulted, but why would you pay more for it?
Well, no, I'm saying, yeah, that's thriftiness.
But isn't that what being an adult and a sensible human being is about?
Not necessarily. Also, I buy stuff from charity shops. I'd be slightly reluctant to give something second-hand as a present because it could be worn.
No, I didn't. I wasn't talking about for a gift, but for myself or for something in my house.
You have a go, Kath.
I'd love to. I'm very happy to go to the charity shop.
Yes, so am I.
What's this What's this sidearm of your point getting to?
For Tony, who called in earlier, I felt he was a little bit down with the mediocrity of life.
And you said he should rejoice in the beige.
Well, unfortunately, yes.
I'm sure that's really cheered him up a lot.
No, but that is like, if you can get consistent.
It's not my life.
But you don't want up and down and financial.
You're never going to appreciate the highs if you've not experienced the lows, surely.
Definitely.
You can't avoid the lows. You cannot avoid the lows.
But it's not a black or white low. It is a, what is it, a financial low, an emotional low?
Your mum dies. You can't avoid that.
Yeah. Well, you can. The only way you can avoid not caring about people dying is by not caring about people. That's the balance. You're talking about equilibrium. That is the payoff, right, for loving somebody.
Yes.
The fact that you miss them terribly when they're gone.
If your mother passes away, what offsets that? There's no offset to that. That is just that is part of the course.
What offsets that is the fact that you've had that person in your life and they have enhanced it.
Yeah, of course. But I felt that Tony didn't appreciate the.
I'm so glad we didn't call Tony back, because this is, no disrespect. Well, some disrespect. Nigel, this is the worst advice I've ever heard in my life. Avoid pleasure, avoid pain.
No, not at all.
So what? You get up, you go to work, and you live in the middle.
Yes.
And you
the
go.
monotony of that monthly income and paying off your mortgage, that gives you continuity, is a plateau. And whatever else...
Who wants to live on a plateau?
That, up or down, is part of life.
No, life should not be monotonous. Life should... I think
very important.
I think saying life should be about monotony, I think that's really dangerous, unhealthy advice.
No. So, I don't have a guaranteed monthly income. If you have a guaranteed monthly income, I think you can behave and accept things slightly differently.
Oh, sorry, I thought your advice was for everybody.
No, but I'm talking.
And now there's factors that you got to take in, you got to include into it. I didn't realise. I thought it was for everyone.
There's a middle ground that you have to take. So we've all got bills and mortgages and gas, electric to pay. Like, that is consistent for everybody. Let's take that as a flat line.
Okay.
Yeah? Rent, mortgage, bills.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Say if we could all get that paid consistently, whatever it is, £500, £1,000, £2,000 a month.
All right.
And whatever goes on around in your life.
Okay.
Emotionally.
All right. Nigel, I'm going to move on because I'm plateauing. But thanks for your call. That's the worst advice I've ever heard in my life, man. This is Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
On air and off the leash.
On Talk Radio.
Oh, Kath just made me giggle out loud there because she, I believe it's what comedians call a callback. Catherine, what did you just say to me?
I said I can't find anything on here about bionic Russians. Believe me, I've been Googling it.
Oh, man. We got two Davids. Let's go.
Hang on, we've got one.
Go on, what you got?
A Russian-made bionic arm.
Right, well, that's obviously like a robot arm because it's on a desk and it looks like a lamp.
I know, but, technology.
Okay, we're getting there. Let's go to David in Yorkshire. Good evening, David.
Good evening, how are you, mate?
I'm all right. I'm enjoying this tonight. It's a fun old I wish I was at home listening. This is a good one. What you got for us?
Well, I wanted to touch really quickly. I don't want to give any advice to the previous caller, Tony. I just wanted to say how impressed I was from when he said he wanted to talk about Brexit. There was a bit of a pause. And you notice that, he didn't really want to talk about Brexit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that you've identified with him that, it's not about Brexit, man. You've taken a bit of time to just have a chat with him.
That's what we do, David. I don't know how long you've been listening, but that's kind of what we do, and it's half what are we now? 10 to 12 on a Friday night, 10 to 11 as it was with Tony earlier on. It's a strange old time, man. It's a strange old time, and if you're up on your own listening to the radio, there's probably something, there's possibly something else going on, and it's everyone's welcome here, man.
I just think it's amazing that you've identified him. I don't know if it's your job and it's what you do. Do you know what I mean? Or that you listen to people all the time. I'm just really impressed that you picked up on it and you tried it out with him, man. I just thought it was really cool. I also
right now I'm doing karate poses while you're talking.
That's less cool.
That's cool.
I'm not finished yet, but I'm blowing up your pipe a little bit.
Blow up my pipe anytime, Charles.
How refreshing it is that when you see that you're going through things and you're talking about things, you're not afraid to say, look, this is how I'm feeling right now and this is what I'm going through. I just think it's amazing, and just keep doing a good job, man. It's good to listen out to.
Hey, you sound, and maybe I've got this totally wrong, but you sound in a good place.
I've had a long week here, and maybe I've identified to it.
Yeah,
really.
What have you got planned this weekend?
More working, mate.
Oh no, really?
Yeah.
No break. When's your next break?
Well, it'll be Sunday, but it's overtime. I booked a week off next week. I'm a driver. I'm a bus driver.
All right,
I deal with the little idiots that you've been speaking to.
Mate, I have. I've got so much respect for bus drivers, right? I still...
Apart from that one that you had a fallout with.
Oh, well, one guy kidnapped me once. We won't go into that. One bus driver kidnapped me.
It's entrapment, I believe.
Right, but I still, and my boys die of embarrassment. Even in central London, I do this. When we get off, thank you, driver. Always thank to people. Well, you're in Yorkshire, so I'm guessing you still get that quite a bit.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. It's a massive thing for me, but I think that's common decency and common respect. Yep. Cheers, pal. Have a good day.
Always, because I'm starting to realise that's a really old-fashioned thing. No one thanks the driver.
I always do it.
No one thanks the driver anymore. It's certainly not in central London when it's a machine and there's no human at the front of it. Because it's a machine. But I always thank you, driver.
Yeah, I see it as any other transaction myself. Like if you're being dealt with in a shop or anywhere else, if you're dealing with another person or another human being and they're giving you a service or giving you something, you should be thanking them for that, surely.
Although the one driver I didn't thank once, this was in London when I lived in North London. He had skills beyond anything I've ever seen. I was stood next to him because the bus was full. He was driving the bus. The bus was moving, and while it was driving, he was rolling a joint. Now it gets even more impressive. Here's a reference for the stoners. It wasn't a grass joint, guys. It was a hash joint. He was melting hash and crumbling it up in the joint as he was driving the bus. Can you do that, David?
I'm sad to say, and I don't think I can. I haven't tried it, but I don't think I'm that ambidextrous, to be fair. Did you feel safe on your journey? And that's the main point.
Do you know what? He knew what he was doing. This guy was a professional. How long you been bus driving for, David?
About 2.5, 3 years.
Okay. And you enjoying it?
I was in the beginning.
Right. Okay.
But maybe it's been a long week, but it's starting to get to me now. I think you deal with a section of society that you don't tend to deal with in a 9-to-5 job, You
know what? That's a really good point. Literally, it's a section that you kind of miss in a 9-to-5 job. Is it? What is it? Is it rude kids? Is it rude adults? What is it?
It's a massive spectrum. It really is.
Yeah.
It could be, from rude kids. I had an old age pensioner. This is one of my favourite stories.
Here we go.
At 10 a.m, like normal, average, midweek morning, she got on highly intoxicated, wobbling all over the place.
Yeah.
She asked me if she had, do you want to see my pass? I'm like, yeah, I do want to see your pass. And she then told me to get off in a nicer way, shall we say. Get off and take me home, and then proceeded to sit down. But the karma to that story, though, is the next corner I turned, she was that drunk that she fell off her seat.
Oh. No.
And because she was so rude when she got on, she told me to jeff off. I waited until she'd... actually, another passenger helped her up.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you can tell I'm a nice guy. I would have happily got out of my seat and helped her up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
However, she'd not told me to jeff off when she first got on. That may have been a bit of a different story. And it is a massive thing. It could be even old people.
Yeah.
People getting on the phone, headphones, just ignoring you. And
David, I don't know how long you intend to continue driving, but may I say, as buses, well, certainly when I'm in London and I know the routes and it's easier to work out, they are my preferred mode of transport. If I've got time in London, I will always get a bus as opposed. I'll walk probably, but if not, I'll get a bus as opposed to the tube.
And not only does he get the bus, he likes to go upstairs, sit at the front, and pretend to drive.
I do. The only thing better is actually driving it. Surely.
I always wonder what it's like for the driver looking in the mirror. What's he doing?
Well, David, can I genuinely, I mean this, I hope this doesn't sound patronising. Thank you, man. Thank you for what you do, because I know it's a thankless task, and I really appreciate it.
Honestly, I can't reciprocate enough from what I started this phone call with, and it's a pleasure to listen to you, mate, and I'd happily take you on my bus anytime.
Dave, cheeky! David, you're a good man. Enjoy your week off when you get it, brother. You've deserved it.
Thanks,
love. I love a bus.
That's what he'll get on his bus. He'll get, thanks, love.
Thank you, driver. My kid's like, what are you doing? Thanking the driver. It's what we used to do.
You would if you were getting out. When you get out of a taxi, say thank you. Someone gives you a lift, you say thank you.
I don't. Well, only with Uber, because I don't want a bad rating. So you notice at the end of an Uber journey, both sides of the transaction are have a lovely evening, sir. Oh no, you have a lovely evening. Thank you for letting us use your car. No, thank you.
We've got to get those points.
Look, we've only got a minute until the news, and we've got David in Nottingham, we've got Louise, we've got Nigel in Maidstone. We'll get an update on Nigel's mum. So if you three could stay there through the news, and I promise we'll get to you after midnight. What a busy couple of hours. The kids have dropped. I was just about to go to the kids who'd been waiting on the line for an hour and a half. Bedtime, boys! But, Mum, we're about to go on. You've been on that phone for an hour and a half.
They've got a long day of riding bikes and drinking lemonade and having picnics tomorrow.
No, they're going to the free Tommy Robinson march tomorrow. Oh, no, it's been cancelled by the racists and the thickos because they want to watch the football. Oh, dear. 03, we've got another hour of this before Martin Kellner comes in at 1 o'clock. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. The late night alternative with Iain Lee and Catherine Boyle. Weeknights from 10 on Talk Radio.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Take a far-out trip into the twilight zone of late night radio with Iain Unmissable late night radio with the original king of unconventional conversation. Make contact with Iain Lee. The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
I don't really tweet much, and I'm not engaging with people on Twitter, but I just had a quick look. James Raven. Tommy Robinson isn't racist. Bizarre people think this. He's against certain extreme versions of religions. That's not racism. We shouldn't label people for fashion. James, you're an idiot. Can you point to the bit when I said that Tommy Robinson was racist? Could you point to the bit where I said Tommy Robinson was racist? James Raven, you're a dick, right? And I'll tell you for why. Oh, call me a dick. That's a great argument. That's because you're a dick, and it's the only argument you understand. Words are my weapons. Words are my tools. Words are my shield. Words are my blankets and bedfellows, okay? I choose my words really carefully. Okay, I do 15 hours of live, improvised radio a week. Occasionally I slip up. Occasionally I say something that perhaps I don't mean, or I make a bad joke, or I exaggerate, or I okay. But in talking about Tommy Robinson, I have been really, really specific about what I said. So, could you point me to the bit, please, James, where I said that Tommy Robinson was a racist? I tell you what, I'll save you the effort of looking. I didn't say it. You're spreading fake news, James Raven. You're making up things and spreading fake news on the internet. You're lying about me on the internet. Big man. That's James Raven there. 0344 499 1000 if you want to call in, James, and go toe to toe. But I don't think you've got the brains nor the balls.
Are they delicate snowflakes?
Aren't they? It's just free speech, James. I'm just exercising my free speech. I didn't even say what you think I said, because you're dumb. Let's go to the other David in Nottingham. Good evening, other David in Nottingham.
Hi, Iain. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you, mate. What you got for us?
Good. I know what I watched you on Big Brother. Not Big Brother, sorry. I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of It.
Yes?
Yeah, me and my missus were rooting for you.
Nice one, thank you, mate. Yeah. Well, say hello to your missus for me.
I will do. Can I change the tone? Can I read you a story that I've wrote? Am I allowed to say testicles on here?
We'd prefer you said ball bag, but you can say
Ball bag,
testicles as well.
I'll say
Well, hang
ball
on a minute. Well, you've written a story. Well, how long is it?
Only a minute, so.
What's it about?
It's about a guy called Buster Gonad and his...
Unfeasibly large testicles. Well, you didn't write that. That's from Viz.
Yeah, but I'd like to read it to you.
So are you going to read an episode? Are you going to read Viz to me?
Yeah. I knew you'd read Viz.
Well, of course I know.
It's a great comic, isn't it?
Do you know the Andy Partridge from XTC did a song about Buster Gonad?
Oh, did I?
Yeah, it's called. Hang on, I think I've. Hang on a minute. Let me see if I've.
Do you remember Felix and his amazing underpants as
yes.
well?
Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. I bought. Hang on a minute. Let's play. If I play this, here we go. Here we go.
I'm going to do the sound effects as well to this story.
Okay. Why are you going to read us a story from Viz?
Yeah.
What? No. Why?
Why? To change the mood a little bit. I've absolutely loved listening to the show all night.
But I don't. The thing. Do you know what, Catherine? I'm going to allow this infiltrator to do what it does because I'm keen to see how it goes. I suspect there's going to be a lot of tumbleweed blowing around, David.
Oh, and it's going to do what? It'll be amazing.
All right, well, you've got to do all the voices, okay?
I will do.
Here we go. David reading Buster Gonad and his unfeasibly large testicles.
Large testicles.
There we go.
Right, he's going along on a country walk, and he comes across some kids that are crying. He says, "What's the matter, kids? What's the matter?" "Oh, I can't, stuck up in that tree. We can't get it down." "Don't worry, kids. I'll go up and get it for you." So he climbs up a tree, and of course his testicles get stuck over the branch. So he's stuck, so he sends the kids off to get help. And as the kids are gone, some other kids come along and go, "God, Dad, look at them conkers!" And they start throwing sticks up at them. And obviously won't come down, but Dad, "Don't worry, son, I'll get them." And he picks up a big log and starts whacking them. "Ah!" And the fire brigade come in to rescue him. They get up there with the ladders, and some rare birds nested in his bollocks, so we had to stay up there for 3 months.
Why did you ask if you could say the word testicles, and then you just threw out the word bollocks?
Well, you did say ball bags, you could say.
Okay. I think the letters are funnier, but don't read those because they're too sweary.
I read one where if you lost your keys, make sure you put a note on it saying what time you're in and what time you're out, so you're sure to be in when we come to give him your back.
Thank you, David. May I suggest you go and wake your wife up and ask if she's ready for some rumpy pumpy?
Yeah.
Thank you, David.
All right,
Good
Ian.
night, mate. Thank you very much indeed. I mean, there are some downsides to going on I'm a Celebrity. Of course there are, and I should have accepted that. Good evening, Louise.
Good evening, Ian.
Hello,
How are you, Kath?
Hello.
What have you got for us tonight, please, Louise?
I'm just wondering what on earth I was listening to. Anyway, no, I'm just ringing up with another little reduction update.
Go on, where are we now?
Well, this one hasn't gone as planned.
Uh-oh.
So, well, I'm still doing well, but just things aren't going as quickly as what I was hoping, and basically I've discovered that things could be put back by around about a year.
Okay, well, why? So this those who don't know, hang on, remind people what drugs you're cutting down on very quickly. Go on.
Morphine.
Okay, and so why are they going to be put back a year?
They're waiting on the pain clinic. I've had a consultation with the pain clinic in January, and they said it would take 10 months to get the appointment with the consultant.
Uh-oh.
So that takes me up to October. So I'm thinking happy days within the next 2 months. You know, that's going to be done and dusted.
Well, hey, listen, man, I wanted to cut down on my venlafaxine, and my psychiatrist said, nope, you're going through divorce, you're buying a house, you've got to wait, I'm not going to let you do it now. And of course I could go and do it if I wanted to. Screw him, screw that loser. What does he know with all of his years of training? But I'm going to I said, all right, I'll make an appointment when I'm in the new house and the divorce is finalised. It's frustrating, but got to keep on keeping on.
Well, the thing is, I also asked then if it was possible for me to go in and do just a complete stop.
Yeah.
You know, back in the clinic. So the key worker said to me she would speak to the consultant and she would get back to me the following day.
Right.
She rang me the following day and she said he has said no, he needs that pain management plan in place, because if we reduce, by so much and the pain flares back up again, we could be in a lot of trouble.
Well,
so
it's frustrating, disappointing, but with the suggestion, I guess, is always follow the doctor's. I mean, you can branch out on your own if you want, but then you don't know what the pain's going to be when you keep cutting it down.
Exactly. So I rang the pain clinic to find out whereabouts I was on the list and all that stuff. And then they told me it now wasn't a 10-month waiting list, it was an 18-month waiting list.
Here's the thing, whenever you're phoning up to make an appointment, and you always just say, yeah, put me down for the first one, and then, if you need to cancel it, you cancel it. Always go, yeah.
They weren't even able to do that. They weren't even able to tell me whereabouts I was on that list. The only thing I can do is get both the consultant and my GP to write in and say that this is holding everything up. Put all the circumstances, every last detail that they can into it to say that this is holding everything up. And hopefully that'll, I don't think the word's expedite, but it's something like that. That will bring that appointment forward.
I tell you what will make you feel better. This is going to make you feel better. I'm going to retweet something that Kathy Burke has tweeted, right? I'm retweeting it now. Everyone go and watch that. It will instantly make you feel better. Dutch TV interviews Polish academic and former anti-communist activist Jerzy Tugalski, but it's his cat that steals the show. Everyone go and watch that, Louise. I guarantee that for 30 seconds, however long it lasts, you will be taken out of yourself.
Am I allowed to have the book yet?
Yeah, you can put that. We've lost Nigel. Get Nigel back, so we'll go to him next. If you, I'm going to put you back to, the book has been sent out to Gerard. We assume he's got it. We'll put you on the list. If you give your details to Sam, when we get it back, we'll send it on to you next.
No problem. But listen, I do start a 5 milligram reduction on the 23rd.
Okay. Well.
So, it's not all lost. It's not all lost.
Excellent.
We're still doing very small reductions, but it's just the fact that, there's 11 months out on. I had hoped to be off these to the end of the year.
Okay.
Well, Progress, not perfection.
Progress, not perfection. Louise, Sam, you're going to take Louise's address, please, because she's going to get the logbook next. What's the logbook? Well, it's a book. We can't be bothered because I'm a celebrity now, and Catherine's
lazy.
Catherine's lazy now that she's got her arse in the presenting chair a bit, and so we can't be bothered to take a record of what we do in each show. So we are sending out a logbook. It's only just started. Eben had it for the first week. Gerard's got it. Gerard's in Scotland, isn't it?
Yes, Falkirk.
Gerard's got it for the second week. Louise is going to have it for the third week, and you get to keep it for a minimum of 2 days, a maximum of 5 shows, and you keep a detailed account of what. If you could get Louise's address, Sam, thank you, mate. A detailed account of what we do in the show. Now, I say detailed account. We don't look at it. Me and Kath ain't going to look at this book until New Year's Eve. If we're doing a New Year's Eve show, we're going to open it then and look at it. I say detailed. I know Eben, the first person to have it, tweeted like a glimpse of it, and all it was like a drawing of an owl sat on a well. So I guess he's using art. Basically, you can do whatever you want. And if you miss the show, just make it up. Well, that's what I'm saying. You can do whatever you want. Let's go to Nigel in Maidstone. Good evening, Nigel.
Nigel.
Hello, Nigel. There we go. That was Nigel in Maidstone. This is the Late Night Alternative. It works so fast. On Talk Radio.
Unmissable late night radio with the original king of unconventional conversation. Make contact with Iain Lee. The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
By the way, we had, remember Nico, who came on?
Yeah, Nico Milana.
Yeah, who does these funny videos. Again, one of them recently had 750,000. There's a new one up. And in 2 hours, it had 100,000 hits, right? I watched it last night when I got home and I was texting him. It is funny, man. He stays up for 72 hours. It's funny. That guy's funny.
I'm going to watch that tonight.
Oh, watch it. It is great. He's so good. His channel, Nico Omilana, you look it on YouTube. It's funny. Really, really funny. Let's try. Is it Nigel time now?
Hi, Ian.
Hello, Nigel.
How are you?
I'm hungry, if I'm honest. I'm going to stop at the petrol station and get myself a Mexican 3-bean wrap.
Gosh, all the way from Mexico.
Yes.
The phone, we had a bad signal. The signals are not too good tonight.
Oh, well, maybe there's something in the air, to quote Thunderclap Newman.
Have you heard of the song called I'm Talking in My Sleep?
No, I know you've been talking in your sleep by Crystal Gale.
Yeah. Here, I've got a recording here with Kylie Minogue me singing with Kylie Minogue.
Hey, this is brilliant. When did you meet Kylie?
I didn't.
Oh, I
did
see.
I did meet her in Maidstone once. Yeah, I did. I shook her hand and kissed her on the cheek.
Kylie Minogue.
The TV studio's Meridian. It's Meridian now, but it used to be called TVS.
I remember TVS. I used to get that on the black and white portable in the spare room.
Did you know Mike Debrams?
Nope.
Meet Mike Debrams? No.
No.
Who's he?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, Nigel. I haven't met most people.
Hmm. Yeah. Oh, you wouldn't have met the lady I met as well, either. No.
Well, almost. Like I said, statistically, I haven't met most people, so no.
So I found this funny record. It's when I first started singing. This is about 30 years ago.
Okay.
Recording. Yeah, it's really. But I wanted an update on Mum.
Yes. Oh, yeah. How's Mum doing?
Yeah, an update on Mum is that yesterday, she on Thursday.
Yeah.
Not today. On Thursday.
Yeah.
She was. She had water on the lungs, and they were trying to. Had a drip in it, and they thought she wasn't going. It was awful. I couldn't stay there. Yeah, she was in a terrible state. But today,
here we go.
I went in today.
Yeah.
And she was sitting up talking to me.
Yeah, and she recognised you.
Of course, yeah, and she's babbling on about different things.
Beautiful.
So-
well done. That's great news.
She got better quite quick overnight. Thought she'd had it yesterday. The day before.
Well, they can do miracles. That's great news, Nigel. Everyone's breathing a sigh of relief.
She's improved. They're monitoring her heart at the moment.
Yep.
Before they can send her home. Her heart is the main thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they said get the weekend over and then see what happens after that. It's a long haul at the moment.
I apologise for my colleague yawning audibly while you're telling us this heartwarming story about your mum getting better. He's sad. Could have done that off mic, Catherine. He's sad, actually. Yeah. So I'm sorry, Nigel. That's disrespectful.
I really had that feeling last night in bed that I was going to lose her. You know, it was awful.
I know.
And that's why I've been crying. I cried in hospital today, actually, as well.
Well, there's nothing wrong with crying, Nigel. Listen, I'm a big fan of crying. It gets stuff out that we need to get out, and I'm glad she recognised you because I know she didn't the other day. Do you want to play us?
I'll play you this song. I come in a little bit later. Kylie starts it, and then I join in later on. Please don't cut it off because you don't get. I have to get into the song because I hadn't sung it before.
Okay.
But even when you listen to Kylie, it's good. So, But I'm just practicing joint. Here we go.
It's not great audio. No, and we're back. It's not great audio, Nigel. Nigel, we can't really hear it, mate. Talking in your sleep, sleeping in your bed with some strange lover. Talking in your sleep. Nigel. Okay, we can't really hear it, Nigel. So.
Oh.
It's a good song.
You cut him off. I just yawned.
I haven't cut him off. He's there. I just can't hear it. Rubbish audio. His mum may be ill, but I've still got to put out a show that's fairly listenable. Nigel?
Is he singing live?
No. You've been talking in your sleep, sleeping in your bed with some strange lover. Nigel, for crying...
Loving on his mind.
This is just a waste of everyone's life, isn't it? I mean...
You've been talking in your sleep.
He's never heard the song before. If I had a fader, I could be riding Nigel hard now. Seriously, I need a fader so I can ride him hard. Jesus. Make it stop, man. Seriously, dude. I thought that was... If you've just rewound it... Nigel! Nigel! Nigel!
How about that, then?
Couldn't hear a word of it, mate. The audio was awful.
I know. You know, it's a tape machine.
Yeah, we couldn't hear it, mate. Couldn't make out a single word of it. That's not even me. I'm not even joking. I don't want to lie to you. We couldn't understand it. We spent most of it shouting your name, trying to get your attention.
You could hear me singing, couldn't you?
No, we couldn't. It sounded awful, man. We couldn't make out anything.
Oh, sorry.
I think you need to...
I'll tell you what I could do. Okay, what I could do, Ian.
Oh, God, don't do it again.
No, not that one, no. Do you want me to sing an a cappella song?
Keep your clothes on.
Yeah.
Yes.
But would you like to sing... Shall I sing something I know?
I don't know that one.
No, have we got time to do a short song?
You have, but now your phone's breaking up.
Oh, I'll put it to the other ear. Is that better?
He's a bionic Russian footballer.
I can hear you better now.
Great. Then let's try another song. Here we go.
Right. I'll do Fly Me to the Moon. This is a great number.
Okay.
But I'm ready.
Yep.
Ready? Are you ready?
Yep. We're always ready.
Right. Fly me to the moon and let me play amongst the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter or Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. Because you are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. That
was great, Nigel. Excellent. Have a lovely weekend, mate. Enjoy Pride at the weekend.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, mate. There we go. Lovely. Great stuff.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Yeah. Right. Oh, God. All right, so we had this email from someone who works here.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, guys. From Roddy Mansfield.
All right, let me just get my reply to him ready.
Roddy's in charge of the online presence of... It's the online presence of talk radio, guys. If you see anything online that's come from Roddy Mansfield and his team, his online team of guys and gals who are up on the old SMs, the social medias, really getting those likes, getting those retweets, and getting those hearts, those little heart emojis. And so if you see anything like that, that's coming from Roddy Mansfield and his team, the technical team, the online social media team, the Facebook, the Facebook and the Twitter and the I don't think we're on we are on Instagram actually, but and also on YouTube. All the online presence is down to Roddy Mansfield. Roddy sent us an email. It says, hi guys. I'm editing a montage of the subject heading is It's Coming Home. And I saw that subject heading and I thought, wow, this is a strange subject heading from Roddy Mansfield, from the guy in the team from the social media. What does this mean? So Roddy Mansfield's emailing me, It's Coming Home. What the hell is this about? This guy's crazy. Hi guys, I'm editing a montage of talk presenters reacting to this song. Oh yeah, It's Coming Home, it's a song. Are you able to contribute? If you're able to play out the song for a few moments this evening and react, that will be fab. I'm a fab kind of guy, so I'm like down with this shiz, man. I say shiz. Remember to keep the mics up, otherwise the video won't record. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna find It's coming home. It's coming home. Football is bloody coming home. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it because It's because I support my country. I'm gonna buy this track and I'm gonna dedicate this track to Tommy Robinson. I'm dedicated because Tommy's coming home. Not for a while. He's in prison for a crime that he committed and he confessed guilty to. But I'm playing this. I'm dedicating this to Tommy, who's in a prison cell this evening. He's in a prison cell simply for breaking the law and confessing to being guilty to breaking that law. It's the only reason he's in prison. And that, to me, is the MSN, the mainstream propaganda. It's people like Mayor Sadiq Kant. And
did you say can't?
I did, yeah. But as I said it, I realized that's a bit close. But because of people like Mayor Sadiq Kant and his big Trump baby flying over. It's because of Theresa May or may not. It's not because of these mainstream media left-wing fascists that Tommy's in prison. And we're planning a big march tomorrow. But hang on, what's it? Oh, it's been cancelled because of the football. Okay, well, another day.
Well, football!
So we're going to play this song and we're going to react to it because we're excited about stuff. So here we go. This is it. I
think it's bad news for the English game.
We're not creative enough. We're not positive enough.
It's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming. Football's coming home.
We'll go on getting back. It's on getting back. It's on getting back. It's on getting back.
It's coming. Football's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming. Football's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming. Football's coming home. Everyone seems to know the score. They've seen it all before. They just know they're so sure that England's gonna throw it away, gonna blow it away. But I know they can play, 'cause I remember 3 lines on a shirt. Jules Rimet still gleaming. 30 years of hurt never stopped me dreaming.
So many jokes, so many sneers, but all those also nears weigh you down through the years.
But I still see that tackle by Moore, and when Lineker scored, Bobby belting the ball, and Nobby dancing 3 lines on a shirt. Jules Rimet still gleaming. 30 years of hurt never stopped me dreaming. I know that was then, but it could be again. It's coming home, it's coming, football's coming home. It's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming, football's coming home. It's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming, football's coming home. It's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming, football's coming home. It's coming home. 3 lines on a shirt. It's coming. Jules Rimet still gleaming. It's coming
perfectly sums up the excitement that the late night alternative feels about this rather silly football tournament.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
03444991000. Martin Kellner's on 1 till 5 tonight and tomorrow night. Don't forget, Manchester, July the 28th, Saturday, July the 28th in the evening. Catherine and I will be there. There's still shed loads of tickets. So many tickets. So many tickets available. So many.
We've been saving them just for you.
Well, no, we want to sell them. We really want you to buy them. If you want to come, you can go to iainlee.com/event. And Manchester is there, and Edinburgh and Glasgow are there, and Bath and Brighton are there. And those are the only live dates we've got in the diary, and those are going to be the last few for a bit. Oh, did we put out a rabbit hole this week?
No.
Okay, well then let's put out the Gary Glitter thing next week.
Yeah, we needed to repackage it. Remember?
Yeah, I know. What all we need to do is do an intro and take out the audible mention and the thing. We can do that. It's fine. Right. So we also do this other podcast, the Rabbit Hole. And we've kind of run out of episodes, although we've lost an episode. We've lost one that
I'm sure it's on this memory stick somewhere. I can have a look.
Okay, well, then fine.
You've got it, though.
I'll bring it in on Monday. But we've... so it's another podcast that we do, and we put it out, and it's kind of fun, but it's fun. It's wearing off for us. Because no one's buying tickets to come see it. But ages ago, Catherine and I recorded this... it was kind of like a documentary, you know, guys? It's a documentary where I went and hung out with a load of Gary Glitter fans, and we tried to sell it to Radio 4, and the mainstream media didn't want it. We tried to sell it to Audible, we tried to sell it to Spotify, we tried to sell it to Radio 2 and all those guys, and the mainstream media, the MSN, were too scared to touch it.
It's too hot for radio.
It's too hot for radio. It's too hot for a lot of the online facilities that are springing up all over the place. Basically, it told a truth that no one really was prepared to put their name behind and promote. So Catherine and I decided to follow the indie route, and we're going to put that out next week as our very own podcast, a very special episode of The Rabbit Hole, very close to our hearts, where we get to hang out with fans of shamed glam rocker Gary Glitter. And just you'll be hearing a show that the BBC were too scared to put out. The BBC were, I'm going to say something I don't often say, so excuse me. The BBC shat themselves, and they didn't want it. They blew hot and cold, and then they shat their diapers. And so we're putting it out on Thursday. You'll be able to hear that next Thursday. It's exclusive. It's really. It's red hot, and I really think it's going to shock a few people in the government. And who knows? This could actually bring the government down. I don't know. And there's a lot of tough times going on, and this could be it. So that's something to look forward to. Make sure you subscribe to the Rabbit Hole on all kinds of online platforms. And probably best get it on the dark web. You don't want. Oh my God. You don't want people to know you're listening to something that's actually it's borderline illegal. Oh, this is what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of people celebrating about this, and the people that celebrate this are scumbags.
Go
on. At least 2 rhino poachers have been mauled to death by lions on a South African game reserve, according to officials. A ranger with guests discovered the remains of 2, possibly 3 people at the Sibuya Game Reserve in the Eastern Cape. The remains, including one head and a number of limbs, were found on Tuesday afternoon close to a pride of lions, and boy, I bet they were proud. A vet tranquilised the 6 lions in the pride so that police and staff could go inside and recover the remains of the mauled poachers. Sibuya owner Nick Fox said, "We suspect 2 were killed, possibly for... I can't really roll my R's as well as I'd like to. We suspect 2 were killed, possibly 3. We found enough body parts and 3 pairs of empty shoes, which suggests to us that the lions ate at least 3 of them. But it is thick bush, and there could be more." I saw loads of people.
By the way,
what?
Consistent South African accent. Well done.
Wowzers!
You didn't even have to practice with the slad.
Right, and lots of people online celebrating. Good, serves them right. Scumbags. No. Here's the thing. I'm going to say something that's going to be controversial. I value human life over animals' lives. I value human life over animal lives. I don't condone 0344 499 1000. I don't condone poaching, and I think that these big game hunters, there was the woman in the week
with the giraffe,
16-year-old black giraffe that she'd shot. And I hate all of that, and I know that there isn't. Okay, if you pursue the argument, there is an argument that actually these people pay a lot of money and it helps the reserves. That they kind of have to do it to keep the reserves going, and in some ways it protects animals. I don't know if I completely buy that argument, but I hate the pictures of rich people stood by beautiful rhinos and elephants and giraffes. I think it's disgusting, but I still value human life, more than I value an animal's life. I still think humans are more important than animals.
Although, you can definitely file those guys under asking for it.
No, I don't think you can.
Yeah.
I don't think you can. I think... okay, they put themselves in a very difficult position. I certainly don't think we should be going online and celebrating it. Yes, and I can't celebrate that. I can't celebrate the fact that possibly 3 people were mauled to death by a Pride Alliance. I get no pleasure out of that. I think that's a really sad, tragic tale. I think that their lives are more important than the lives of the lions.
And also, people are being, crowing about it because they feel like, well, that's one in the eye for the poachers. Nah. The people who are operating the poachers are still making loads of money.
Yeah. The guy goes on, while we are saddened at any loss of life, the poachers came here to kill our animals, and this sends out a very clear message to any other poachers that you will not always be the winner. Went a little bit Zimbabwe in the last one. A little bit. But, okay, that's fine. Maybe it's a kind of a natural justice. Maybe, it's karma. Karma. Here's the thing, guys. Karma doesn't happen in your lifetime. Karma happens throughout all the lifetimes. That's the thing. That's what people always get wrong with karma. Oh, well, you had that car crash yesterday. That was karma, because you were a dick to me last week. That's not karma. The car crash would have to be, like, in the next life. That's not karma. You're thinking of Instant Karma, the song by John Lennon. But, yeah, people were crowing about it and celebrating, and it serves them right. Well, okay, maybe it does serve them right. But I can't celebrate the fact that humans were killed. And I was a vegetarian for a long time. I'm not a vegetarian now, and I'm umming and ahhing around vegetarianism. I enjoy meat. That's the thing. I really enjoy meat. I was vegetarian for 26, 27 years. Really enjoy the taste of meat. Ethically, I can't argue with the ethics of it, because I think ethically it probably is wrong. But right now, taste is winning over ethics for me. What does that say about me? Well, you make your own judgments. But I can't. Human lives are more important than animals. They just are.
I heard a really interesting argument. You mentioning the vegetarianism thing. People saying, whenever you get photographs of people standing next to those kind of amazing animals, big game hunters, people on Twitter will go nuts, for example. How many of those people are vegetarians? Because actually the mass slaughter of animals on an industrial scale should worry you more, is the argument.
Yeah. Lots of wrong people on Twitter and YouTube, of course. James is saying they bloody deserved it. No, they didn't. They didn't deserve it. They deserved to be arrested and to be prosecuted. They didn't deserve to be mauled to death. They've got mums, they've got dads, they've got kids, they've got brothers and sisters, husbands and wives. They didn't deserve it. And Danny says, I don't believe in this humans are more valuable than animals rubbish. That mentality is why thousands of species are going extinct. It's not, actually, Danny. You've extrapolated quite a lot. You've extrapolated quite a lot from that. Humans are more valuable. Humans are more important than animals. They are. They just are. So okay, so is a cat... What's the same as a human and what's more valuable than a human, Danny? 0344 499 1000. Marcus says they deserved all they got. Infelius Kazkari's gone nuts. Gosh, what a horrible person. Shall I read what they've said on YouTube? It's horrible. What's a horrible person? I'm not joking, Hannah. Please don't. Please don't say I think he might be joking. I'm not. I'm really serious about this. Words, I said before, words are my tool. Pick my words very, very carefully. Infelius Kaskari's shown some true colours. Karma happened for someone I know where she screwed over their kids. She's alone, disowned, and dying of cancer. Wow. First of all, that's not karma. Karma doesn't happen in this lifetime. Karma happens over several lifetimes. So you've misunderstood karma. That's not karma. Yeah, the person you're talking about may have been a bitch. I wouldn't. I've got some people that have been pretty mean to me. I wouldn't wish cancer on them. I've got some people that people who've made my life miserable. Two people I'm thinking of in particular. I wouldn't wish cancer on them. I certainly wouldn't, as Infelius Kaskari is doing, I wouldn't celebrate and crow. Yes, that person that was horrible to me has got cancer! Because I've seen what cancer does. It tears families apart and it robs a human being of all dignity. I wouldn't crow about that. God. What horrible people there are out there. Isn't it funny?
And now, stop looking at it.
Oh, no, but I just think, I genuinely think it's a really mean, unpleasant tone and shown a very, well, yeah, because abusing kids is better. Kaskari, you're being an idiot. You're being an idiot, okay? First of all, you didn't mention abusing kids, right? But secondly, I still wouldn't wish cancer on people. I wouldn't crow about it. And you don't understand the concept of karma. Again, that's another thing I come to. But there you go. Kaskari. You carry on crowing that someone has got cancer. You feel good about that. That's great for you. 0344. It's a phone-in show, by the way, guys. 0344 499 1000. The late night alternative on Talk Radio.
The late night alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
Dear God. Oh, no, I am. I'm completely zen. Humans are animals. Choose your words more carefully, says Iain. Okay. Well, no, humans aren't animals. That's a stupid thing to say. Humans are people. It's a stupid. You're just being an idiot, Iain. Give us a call. It's a phone-in show, guys. 0344 499 1000. It's a phone-in show. Humans are animals. Choose your words more carefully, Iain. From Iain. Well, first of all, you spell your name incorrectly. And humans aren't animals. They're people. Humans are people. I think the life of people is more important than the life of animals. I always have, and I always will. And I think that that people go, oh no, animals' lives are. But you get some people, animals' lives are more important than humans. No, they're not. No, they're not. No animal's life is more important than my kids or me. No animal's life is more important than me. Is it? What a stupid, idiotic thing to say. Of course it's not more important than me. Is an animal's life equal to me? No, I don't think it is. Certainly not. Is an animal's life, any animal's life, equal to the life of your kids?
Well, I would prioritise my kids above everything else.
Of course you would. Of course you would.
And I don't want to hurt anything if I can avoid it.
Oh,
although
no.
yesterday I shocked myself with how I killed a fly.
Yeah.
A little tiny one.
I don't know why she killed a fly. Perhaps she'll die.
It landed on me and I squished it without even thinking about it. And then afterwards I thought, what did I do that for?
Yeah, well, it's a fly. Who cares? Who cares it's a fly?
That was a live one, mate, and then squished between my thumb and forefinger the next.
I don't go out of my way to do harm. I once had to stove in a cat's head. That's a true story.
That cat was on its way out.
That cat was going to die, but in hours in agony. I had to stove it in with a brick. Jeez, that was a low point, but also a moral high point in my life when I did that. But I don't go out of my way to harm animals. But dude, first of all, if you eat meat, you can't say that animals' lives are important. You can't say it because you're eating meat. They're getting stunned and they're getting a bolt through their head.
You've made the decision that your food is more important.
You're more important than that animal because you're eating meat, right? That animal, a cow, because of you, is getting either a bolt through the head or getting its throat slit and having the blood drain out of its body, right? If you eat meat, right? Okay. If you don't eat meat, oh, that's great. But your life is still more important than the animals. I don't go out of my way to harm animals. Of course, I don't go out of my way to harm animals. I'm looking at when Velvet passes away. I'm looking at getting a rescue cat again. I do my bit, but I'm more important than animals, and you're more important than animals. Human beings are more important than animals. They really are. We could work better with the environment and take more care of animals. Of course we could.
And it's not saying that animals aren't important.
No. But and we certainly should be looking after the environment more and looking after animals more. We're all important. All creatures are important. But we're more important. Of course we are. We've got television.
We're running things.
Yeah, of course we are. Let's go to David. Good evening, David.
Oh, hi, Ian.
Hello, David.
Yes, and hello, Kath. Sorry, how rude of me. That's
all right.
awful.
That's all right.
Oh, slightly nervous. Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Well done. No, you just won yourself 5 points, yes.
Yes. Oh, great. It was about the poachers. What's important to remember is there are really kind of two kinds of poachers in South Africa.
Yeah.
The local poachers, generally, you can regard them in the same way that you might like Somali pirates or something like that. A lot of them are really down on their luck. Nobody really wants to be a gangster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The other second lot, which sounds like what these guys are, they come from overseas. They generally call them the Chinese.
Yeah.
Not always Chinese. They have helicopters, and they'll have a team on the ground.
Yeah.
These guys will track them.
Yeah.
And they're not locals, so they don't really know what they're doing. And a lion will stalk them at dawn or at dusk, and they've been sleeping, and they've been ripped apart horribly in their sleep.
Yeah. And that breaks my heart. I think that's really sad.
These guys aren't getting paid a load.
Yeah.
After the trade and a lot of things, it's heartbreaking as well, because a lot of them don't want to be there.
Right.
These Chinese poachers, they don't want to be there. They're effectively slaves.
Yeah.
They've been taken to, wherever, outside of Joburg, no passport. And they've been put with somebody who knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
Doesn't know what they're doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's heartbreaking. I don't know how anybody can say otherwise. I know they're going out to kill rhinos.
Hey, listen, I would love to. I would love them to face the legal. I'd love them to have been arrested and to have been charged and all of that stuff.
Unfortunately, that rarely happens.
No, of course, but
it ends in a gun battle anyway.
Well, okay, that's something else. But I can't celebrate an horrific, bloody, painful death like that.
The YouTubers are scum.
Well, hang on.
In the nicest way.
No, hang on a minute, David. Hang on a minute. No, I'm not allowing that.
They are scum.
I'm not allowing... David, for goodness sakes, I'm not allowing that. I'm not calling them scum. He started off so measured. And then he just... No, David, it's nice to talk to you. Give us a call again at some point. I'm having that. Still scum. James says it depends on the animal and situation. Surely if animal is a pet, it's equal as a member of the family. No.
Okay, put your baby next to your cat.
No.
Choose between them.
And I've said this before, right? I'm on a desert island, right? And there's me and my kids and my cat, right? If we go hungry, I'm going to kill the cat and eat the cat. I would do it. And you know how important Velvet is to me. There's no meat on her at the moment because she's fading away. There's not much longer for her to live. But no, I've got my kids there and they're starving. And I've got the cat. And I'd say to the boys, you go off and play over there, boys. Me and Velvet are going to go have a little look, see if we can find some food. Hey, I found a little bit of meat, guys. What's this fur? Don't worry about it. Of course I would do that. Of course I would. If I had to, I would... Andy's coming to see us in Manchester on the 28th. Thank you, Brilliant. Andy. May God bless you. Andy Kane. We're going to dedicate the 28th to Andy because he's bought a ticket. Well done. Of course, if my boys are starving and we've got the cat and the dog, I couldn't care less about. I flipping hate that dog. We got the cat who's been with me for 17 years, just over 17 years. 17 years and 4 months. 17 years and 4 months, right? Would.
But only because it was a life and death situation.
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally. No, of course. But yeah, no, and she's my baby.
And you adore that cat.
She's been with me before the kids, before my wife. Yeah, no, I would totally do that. Humans are more important than animals. They are. Humans are arseholes. And humans are wonderful, and humans abuse children, and humans create wonderful works of art, and humans rape, and humans are wonderful singers, and humans murder. You know, there's all these things. Humans are all these things, but humans are way more important than animals.
Yeah, it's that thing of anthropomorphizing,
Yeah.
isn't it? You know, people applying characteristics to animals that aren't there.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean they're less important, but, you know.
And, you know, and I think we should certainly do more to look after animals and stop species going extinct where it's possible without endangering ourselves and things, but no...
I think people are lying to themselves if they think that if they weren't starving, they wouldn't kill something.
Ian, I'm going to read out your tweet, but you should really call in, dude. People, humans, call them what you want. They're part of the animal kingdom. You mean organophosphorus nerve agents, or they're... Oh, no, it's a different thing. He suddenly switched. Come in, Martin. Humans, call them what you want. They're part of the animal kingdom. You mean people are more important than other animals. Not saying I disagree. No, I don't. Please don't tell me what I mean, Ian. I'll tell you what I mean. Humans are not animals. They is people. You mean people are more important than other animals. No, people are more important than animals. Ian, dude, first of all, you don't spell your name right. Second of all, don't tell me what I mean, all right? That's one thing. I'm being very, very precise tonight, particularly talking about something like this. Evening, Martin.
Good evening. I always find people who need people are the luckiest people in the world.
There we
That's
go,
my
you
view.
see.
Yeah.
What you got?
Well, I've got loads of stuff. Well, we're talking about Brexit. You know, the meeting in Chequers, they've all been cocooned in Chequers all day. So I'll find out what went on there. There's a big football match on. Are you aware of that tomorrow or today?
Couldn't care less.
No, I thought
Couldn't care less.
Yeah, so there's a big football match. We're playing the Swedes, so we're doing the Scandinavian Film Club.
Oh.
A Stockholm Alone. Yeah, all sorts of stuff about IKEA involved. It's very interesting. As well as that, we've got... there was something really fascinating. I've forgotten what the hell it is, but it's in here somewhere. I've got a piece of it. Oh, yeah, Wayne Rooney. He's been banned from driving, as we know, and he's got a 2-year ban.
Yes.
He's going to America, and he's going to swerve the ban by taking an American driving test. So we'll find out what's involved in an American driving test. Whether it's an emergency stop, whether it's dodging bullets, whether it's, being careful not to be carjacked.
The thing that the Americans always do so well is, if there's like a narrow alleyway, they can always go up on 2 wheels and
yes,
go
they can.
down there. Yeah, I used to love that. You don't see
Yeah.
that very often these days.
No, you don't. But very occasionally people will do stuff like that in America.
Yeah.
They've seen in a cartoon.
Yeah.
And it works in cartoons. So there isn't much that work in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, we'll talk about that. We do an historic... we're talking about Harry Potter. The continuing purchase of Harry Potter memorabilia. There's a book that's been sold for £56,000. I'm talking memorabilia expert, and lots of Beatles memorabilia as well.
I love it.
Have you got memorabilia? I know you love the Beatles.
I've got loads of
Monkeys
Monkeys memorabilia. I haven't got any Beatles, but I'm going on Sunday. I'm taking my boys to see Yellow Submarine at the cinema.
Yeah, I noticed
it's
that
on
was
Sunday. I'm taking. I don't know if they'll sit through
They'll be
it.
bored to tears.
No, I don't think they will. I do think it's 20 minutes too long. But no, my niece and nephew used to love it when they were little, so I think they're going to dig it. But if they don't, we'll leave halfway through. I've got no problems with that.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Just won't introduce the McCartney grip to them. That's the thing. I've been reading a lot about McCartney. Anyway, right, Martin, you're on at 1 o'clock.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you very much indeed,
You're very
Catherine.
welcome.
Thank you for your help this weekend.
Hey, no, you're welcome.
I've enjoyed it.
Oh, why do you sound surprised?
Because I'm paying you a compliment.
Also, it's not help. I get paid to do it.
Wow. Okay, that's what happens when you compliment a woman in the Me Too generation. Thank you, Sam. It's been a pleasure. We'll be back on Monday at 10. Till then, from us, ta-ta.